everybody. Name's Banjo.
And I'm Harvey.
And welcome to episode 9 of the BARQcast, a podcast produced by BARQ, a furry social app made for furries by furries.
And with us today, we have our two amazing guests, the loud yellow dingo on the internet, Whiskey Dingo. Welcome on in.
Hello.
Glad to have you back. And our esteemed guest for this episode, ReefRuff.
Hi. I'm sick,
Reef.
everybody. I'm sick, so please ignore my voice.
Yeah.
Please ignore my
Reef is sick
congested
like a
ass
dog.
Reef
voice.
is sick. You probably
No,
hear a
I'm
bunch of
literally
coughing
sick like a
stream.
dog.
Reef opens his mouth. I laugh.
Oh. I'm a comedian.
Hell.
I got it.
Welcome to the Bully Reef stream, guys. Thank you for joining us today.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, you made a big mistake. Put me on this show.
Yeah,
No,
no.
literally.
We were having some very interesting topics before stream, which some we'll get into, but usually
Oh,
our first question we have on is, how did you get into the furry fandom, Reef?
How did I get into the furry fandom? Well, fuck Zootopia deleted scenes. That's my biggest op.
my God,
Why the deleted scenes?
I don't know. That's like I saw it on my YouTube recommended, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" So I saw YouTube of I saw like Zootopia. Actually, no, it started on Vine. Zootopia really spiraled me though. I saw a fursuiter on Vine, and I was like, "Holy fuck, what is this?" Because my whole childhood, this. By the way, I did not know what furries were. I just think I'm a little special. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a dog. I don't know why. I dressed up as a dog 3 times for Halloween. When we played
Wait.
House on the what
Did you climb up the stairs on all fours?
No. I just wanted to be like, no, I was not climbing up the stairs on all fours and shit. I listen, y'all listen. So basically, I just when people would watch, I didn't like superheroes. Like I've never seen a superhero movie. I don't know what the hell goes on in there, but all my friends wanted to be Spider-Man, wanted to be Deadpool, and I wanted to be Charlie from All Dogs Go to Heaven. I don't know why. I just have always wanted to be like that. And then I didn't know furries were a thing, and I was like, whatever. Like I always had my icon as some cartoon animal. Did not know what the fuck a furry was. And then I saw furries on Vine, and my world awoken. I was thinking I was 15 because 2016, probably 15 or 14. And I went down the biggest pipeline. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? And I found out they're hated. And I was like, oh hell no. Like I'm trying to be popular in high school. I'm trying to be a pro surfer. Like I can't do this shit. So I just ignored it. And then Zootopia came out. And then, yeah, it just kind of spiraled from there. But it was always on the back burner. I never... No, I don't think any of them are really hot. I just like wanted to be Nick. I was like, I want to be him. So I made my icon Nick Wilde. And then I started streaming Minecraft. Boo, tomatoes. And then my icon was always Nick Wilde from the deleted scenes because I just never changed my icon for like the past 8 years. So people would start drawing me fan art of this fox, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." Like I low key would be a furry, and then I never wanted to do it because I know you just get bullied. They get a lot of hate, and I used to be really fragile with my with getting cyberbullied.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, nah, I can't hang with that. And then I quit Minecraft streaming because it sucked ass. And I was like, okay, like I like streaming. What do I want to do? And I was like, okay, you know what? Like, fuck it. I'm a furry. So I hit up my friend and I was like, make me this little dog Sona, please. I'll pay you. And then I bought a fursuit with it and I started streaming. And there we are. That was my whole pipeline.
Wow.
You know, it's much more acceptable now than when I was a kid. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm a yapper,
like...
sorry. Like I talk a
No,
lot.
dude, that's literally what podcasts are about. So
no, I know. I just like don't shut the fuck up.
No,
all
listen.
about
I yapped so much too. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, but look, the more you yap, the better it is.
Okay.
So speaking of yapping, I think there's something incredibly important that I would like to just touch on very briefly.
Okay.
Just I guess to change the tone just a little bit here.
Well, okay.
I want to. Oh, my phone
Oh,
fell. What do we all think about? What do we think about Chicken Jockey? Have we all seen the? Oh my God.
Chicken Jockey.
Chicken Jockey. That movie sucked
Chicken
ass.
Jockey.
That's actually okay of a movie.
Oh my
That's whatever.
God.
It was. I mean, what do you expect? It's a Minecraft movie with
And Chicken Jockey was pretty iconic, though, I will say.
Yo, I'm just gonna say something real quick.
Okay.
I'm not gonna out anybody. I will not drop any names. But I've got a friend who laid in bed for 2 hours just listening to Chicken Jockey on loop because it was so funny to them.
That's insane. That's insane.
Surely
That's like
surely
lunatic
the bed they were
behavior.
laying in was in an insane asylum, and they were in a straitjacket, right? I just
that's
I just don't believe someone would do that
Chicken
against me with their free
jockey.
will. That's
That's insane.
Yeah, we're gifted with autonomy, and they chose to use it like that. But no judgment.
No
I guess
judgment.
it's like,
Hey,
Yeah, no
to
hate. Peace
each
and
their
love.
own.
That
If you want to
sounds-
listen to Chicken Jockey for 2 hours on repeat,
I think it's funny because every movie I see, I'm like, does Jack Black even act, or is he just like Jack Black? Like he just plays himself in every movie. I feel like they give him a script, and he's just like, I'll do my own thing.
I feel like at this point that's how he is. He's like, I just,
Yeah.
I'm
He's
just
probably
gonna do my
over
thing.
it.
he's like, you can hire me, but I'm playing myself.
No, yeah.
that's
love
probably
it.
how it is.
Dude, let's be real though. Like low key, he comes out with a banger every summer. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So.
He
Wait, what
got
was
it.
his last movie he came out with?
What you? Wait,
the
are you
only
kidding me?
thing I
There's
know-
no banger. Did you watch the Minecraft movie?
No, I did. It wasn't a banger. It was
You didn't-
funny, but
You
like
didn't
it
like
was
the
okay.
lava chicken? You didn't like the
No, okay, look.
lava
Chicken.
No, that part
Ooh,
I
lava chicken,
no,
it's so
no.
tasty.
Why you kidding?
I thought the movie was funny, but I went into it thinking the story was gonna be like kind of good, and the story was so ass. It was like ADHD pills.
Okay,
like
now
every
that's
5
completely
seconds.
different. I'm just talking about the music.
Yeah.
Oh, the music was good. I just don't know what Jack Black has done since Kung Fu Panda. Like I don't know what he's been in. And what
No,
he's doing.
dude, Bowser from the.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You didn't see the Mario movie?
Come on.
No, I didn't see the Mario movie. I've never played a Mario game outside of Mario Party.
Yo,
and Mario
Reef
Kart.
doesn't know
Wait.
who Mario is. Listen, I was gonna save this. I was gonna save this can of worms until later. But Reef doesn't know any like pop like anything.
Yeah, you
like,
guys can quiz me.
pop
I
Okay,
don't know.
okay. So
Like
Neither does
nothing.
Harry.
wait, so Reef, growing up, did you play video games? Like, what did
no,
you?
I had a Wii. I had a Nintendo Wii, and I
Okay.
only played Mario Kart Wii. That's all I did.
That's it.
And then I got an Xbox at 14 or 13, no, probably 13 for my birthday. And this is really embarrassing. I didn't really like video games. I was like, whatever, this would be cool. I want to play like whatever it has. So I played some like random ass games that came with the Xbox. My controller died because of the batteries, and I thought my Xbox just broke,
Dude.
and I just didn't tell my mom. And I was like, all right, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't even like video games anyways. So I just put my Xbox on the shelf, and I just didn't touch it.
There's no
And
way.
then Black Ops, and then Modern Warfare 3 came out, and I was like, oh, I want to play this with my friends. And I found out that I just, my batteries were dead, and my Xbox wasn't broken. So that was cool.
Okay. That I think that's like actually an original experience right there.
I mean, if I cared, I would have figured it out, but I didn't really even like Xbox. I barely played it, and I thought it was broken.
Yeah.
And I was scared to tell my family. I was like, oh, fuck, dude, I broke my freaking birthday gift. I can't tell them this. So I just was like, whatever. I don't care about it anyways. And I just didn't really care. I just
Wait,
did my own thing.
you know, Reef like piggybacking
wow.
on that. Yo, Reef, how long did it take you to turn the switch on that one time?
Oh, so the first time we did Mario Party, I have an Elgato.
Okay.
And it's never been used once until we did that Mario Party stream. Or maybe it's been used like by other people, but I never touched it. And it took me 45 minutes to figure out how to turn on the switch and hook the Elgato up to my computer and figure out all the computers are complicated, guys. Like that's like period. They're complicated. If you don't know what you're doing,
my
Dude.
now it takes me like 5 minutes to do. They're
Okay.
You
complicated.
need like your own like personal IT support.
yeah.
No,
you-
I was called Geek Squad over to my house to install my new 2 terabyte hard drive, but one of my friends helped me install it.
Oh, listen, I don't even know how to do that. So I mean, that's-
Yeah, see
Have
shit
you
like
ever
that.
built,
Like,
like a
hard.
computer?
did I build my computer?
Yeah, have you ever built like a computer?
No, so I don't know what's in my computer really. One of my really tech smart friends, when I needed a new computer, I just texted him saying, "Can you build me one?" And then I bought it from iBuyPower pre-built. Actually, this is a crazy fucking story because I've never like, no shade towards iBuyPower because I had to talk to someone really high up. So they sent me my computer, and it was $3,000, I think. So pretty hefty price tag for it. I think nowadays that's not really a good PC, but this was like in 2019, right before COVID. So I get it. It comes in the mail and it broke because they put the GPU in the freaking computer when they shipped it. So of course it snapped a prong. I recorded myself opening my computer just out of safety in
Oh,
case shit was
smart.
broken. So I sent them a video and I was like, hey, like it broke. And they're like, oh my gosh, we're so sorry. This happens whenever we ship a GPU. And I was like, oh my gosh, no worries. Like just send me a new one. They sent me a new one. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna record again. So I take this GPU, I think it's a 3070 G1 or something. I don't know. It was like some special edition one. I take it out of the box and it is dented to shit, scratch marks on it,
Oh
like
my
it
God.
had been thrown in hell and back. And then on like where you screw in the screws on a GPU, there was screw marks, like it had been screwed in 100 times. So I'm like, they sent me a fucking used
Wait, what?
GPU. So I put it in my computer and it doesn't work, of course. I was recording it. So I contact iBuyPower. And the first person who talks to me, he's like, I'm sorry, like, that's not our responsibility. Like, we don't know if you really broke that. And I'm like, I took a video of me opening it. Like, you can look at it. And then at this point, because of who I knew and my YouTuber friends, I made up this lie. Guys, little white lies help you. I was like, yeah, like, I don't mean to be a dick, but like, my job is YouTube. Me and my friends, like, they have a few million subs. I have 500,000. Like, this is really important to me. This is my streaming PC because I knew those existed. And I was like, this is like my second PC. I need this. And then they thought I was going to air out their shit because they're like, oh, fuck, this guy can ruin our image a little bit. So the guy who was working with me was like, can you please send me that video over right now? And I was like, yeah, for sure. I sent him the video over and he's like, okay, so we did send you a fucked up GPU that is used 100%. I'm going to put you in contact with a higher up. So I got put in contact with this other guy and he's like apologized to me. He's like, I'm so sorry. That is not our problem. Or that is our problem fully. We take full responsibility. We'll send you a brand new GPU on like, I'm for like super apologizing. They thought I had like 500,000 subs. I mean, to be fair, if I texted one of my friends, I could be like, can you please air out this shit on stream in front of your 7,000 viewers because fuck this shit. Yeah. But I was like, yeah, they basically were very, very sweet and very, very nice. Once I told them that I had a lot of viewers I did not have.
That is so funny.
Dude, but why would you send me a used GPU?
No,
like,
true.
that's fucked up.
Dude, honestly,
they made the first blow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not trying to lie here, but like, and then I didn't include, it took me a week to prove to them that GPU was not my fault. Like they sent it to multiple people, multiple emails. I was like, guys, the video shows the original packaging. I open it up and I'm reviewing it and it's dented and scratched. Like, what the fuck else am I supposed to do here? Like, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
You like Karen'd your way through that.
Yeah.
You became like Ultra Karen.
Culture Karen? No,
Ultra Karen.
Ultra.
No, I wasn't Karen. I wasn't a Karen. I just
You're like,
I
talk to the, I have 500,000 on YouTube. Can I talk to your manager?
No, I dropped it very politely. I would never flex it. I said it in a way I was like, hey, this is really important. This is my job. And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, I'm a YouTuber. I have 500,000 subs. Dude. Here are my friends. And I was really friends with the people I sent them. And he was like,
their heart probably sank when you said that. They were like, oh,
fuck, we need to send this guy's computer shit right now.
Reef,
and once I dropped that, I got to say,
Reef, I had no idea.
No, I'm not a Karen. I'm not a Karen, guys. I just have some really slimy, like, so speaking of Zootopia earlier, when we watched Zootopia, me and my family, we used to do family movie nights, and they were like, oh, Reef is Nick Wilde. Like, that is so you. That's insane.
Really?
Like, you are such a, yeah, they were like, you're Nick Wilde. Like, that, because we always give each other characters in movies, and they're like, yeah, that's you to a T. Like, you actually are that person. I was like, damn, y'all, hype me up. Hype me up a little bit.
Hell yeah.
You're like, damn, no, you think so? Like,
really?
I was like, hey,
I don't see it. Come on.
Hey.
Maybe a little, but I don't know.
I was like, I don't know, maybe.
No. Yeah,
that was my story.
Yeah, no, I was about to say I had a similar experience with that with Amazon when I think 3 years ago I ordered some AirPod Pros from Amazon. First mistake, not off the actual Apple website.
Yeah, that's crazy work.
It's because they were on sale.
That's actually wild.
It was wild. It's because they were on sale for a lot. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll try this out. Got it.
They might be on sale, but the price you pay is.
And here was the price I paid. I got it. I opened it. It already seemed a little suspicious because there was no like plastic wrapping around the actual AirPods case. And I look at it and I'm like, oh god. And there were like some like small like scratch marks on it as well. Like someone was like tearing it open. I'm like, oh god, it better be in here. It was like $300 or something, whatever it was. I open it. It's just not in there. It's just an empty box with no AirPods. And I'm like, okay, this is a little weird. So obviously reach out to Amazon support, and they were like way too nice about it. Like, it's Amazon, of course they're not going to want a bad review on anything, but I reach out, I'm like, hey, the AirPods weren't in there. I didn't have to send a photo or anything. I just said they weren't in there, and Amazon's like, oh, we're so sorry, we'll send you a new one right away. And I'm like,
you could be lying.
Yeah, oh no, dude.
I'm like, you like, do you need me to
Amazon got it like that. They don't.
No, they changed that. They changed that policy because my friends were really slimy and they'd order like $4,000 worth of shit and then refund it,
Dude.
and they would get $4,000 deposited in their. No, I had some slimy ass friends, bro. They would literally go to Amazon and order like $4K worth of shit, and then it would get to their house and they would literally take it out of the boxes and be like, hey, like I never got it or it didn't get delivered in the box. And then Amazon, no questions asked, would deposit like $3,800 into the checking account.
Dude,
And, it was just, and they did it. They hustled
chat,
that
let me
shit.
get this
chat,
straight.
don't take any notes here, okay? Don't take any
I
notes.
know,
They
Amazon-
changed it. They changed
Amazon
that.
changed it because of my friends. Also, I
Yeah.
had friends who scammed stream elements out of like $20,000, but we're not gonna talk about that. That's a
Dude.
different
So, okay, let me
oh my
get this straight.
goodness.
You're slimy. Your friends are
I'm not slimy.
Is there
I watched-
anything? No, hold on. You just admitted you were slimy. Is there anything you won't do to get ahead?
Oh, I don't care about getting ahead. What the fuck? I'm not that serious about it. I was around a bunch of slimy people and I watched what they did and like understood what they did and how they got what they wanted. And I just had the knowledge. I was like, oh, cool. That's what they did. I don't use it. What do you mean get ahead? You mean like get ahead in like money? Like
To get ahead in, maybe your computer area, in general.
no, I just don't really care. I'm too much of a pussy. I'd be scared someone like I'd get in trouble for it. My friends had balls of steel. Like they would not care if they got in trouble. They wouldn't care if they got contacted by anybody. They were hustling it. And they were all really good about like fake emails, fake phone numbers and stuff. So like, I don't know. They knew
Dude,
what they
listen,
were doing.
my last purchase, I got a dog bed, human-sized dog bed on Amazon.
Nice.
I see.
I
So,
love my
yeah,
human
so-
dog bed.
Oh,
Oh, you
yeah.
got one too?
Oh yeah, I've had
Oh,
one. This shit is
shit,
fire.
dude,
This shit
I
is so
love it.
fire.
I have one as well. It's for my
I slept in it last
boyfriend.
night.
Yo,
They're so
how can you
fire.
tell somebody's a furry without them saying they're a furry?
Dude, I
Yeah.
have cute little
That's
heart
weird,
pillows
like
on
dog
mine
bed.
too. It looks so
Aw.
cute. Mine's like decked out.
I have one. It's sitting under my bed, but I've never actually laid in it before.
What? You need to pull that shit out and lay on it.
Okay,
Yeah, really.
see, but like I'm not a dog, so
Whoa,
it's not.
all right.
It's not in my nature to see a little circular
Well, you're
dog.
gonna go. You're gonna go lay in some damn hay and like piss in it. Like I'm not taking this slander right now. You got me fucked up. Your little bell.
Honestly, yeah, I would rather do that. That sounds kind of comfy, honestly. Yes, please.
Yeah, right.
Human-sized hay pile.
Dude, imagine in my room just like a pile of hay in the corner.
That would be despicable as
Oh
fuck.
yeah, that's just my bed. Don't worry about it.
I'd bully you, Loki.
Goats. I've talked about this before. Goats always smell no matter how much you wash them, and this
No,
is
they do
speaking from
stink.
experience.
Goats
They
stink.
stank. They stank. You know who doesn't stank? Dogs ever. Not even.
Well,
one.
well,
Period.
okay, well, okay.
Period.
Well,
Could have said it better myself.
I feel like this is like a 3v1 right now.
I feel like I'm smelling you from here, and it's fucking disgusting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Banjo.
I went there.
Wow.
Banjo.
Clock his
Wow.
tea. Clock that shit.
Banjo.
When you're talking tea and the ingredients walk in.
Well, can we talk about the wet dog smell?
Okay.
There's nothing.
dude,
There's
that's
absolutely
like,
nothing wrong with that.
There is
It's
That's
natural.
literally like. That's like saying if you jump in mud, you're gonna smell bad, and that's bad. Like obviously, if you get wet, you're gonna smell bad as a dog. Let's talk about the dry goat smell, because that's like, ew.
Yeah, that's
First of all.
24/7. What the fuck? Like, yeah, you're stinking 24/7, bro.
At least we can smell good eventually.
Yeah.
Guys,
Okay, listen, I won't gang up on you, okay?
No, no.
I'm
I'll
starting a
stay
species war.
spectator.
I'm starting a
Right,
species
right.
war.
Yeah, we are declaring war right now. All right.
Yeah, this podcast ending real fucking
No
early.
mercy.
Crash out episode.
Crash out episode. I think I smell quite nice for a goat. Not gonna lie.
Your Honor, I would
I
like
think
to
we all
object.
smell nicer. We
Yeah,
all
guys.
smell nice.
Well, everyone smells good.
Yeah,
Unless,
you
just
know
don't walk on a
what?
Skybridge to FurryCon. You should be okay.
Oh
I walked
god.
through
That's
the
just
Get ready
heated
for
Skybridge.
Anthrocon. That's coming up. The
Mm.
Anthrocon Skybridge is going to be a marvelous.
I don't think I've ever stepped
You
foot.
know,
No, I have
actually, you want to know the grossest shit that I ever had to experience? I think it was
Yeah.
in FWA.
Oh,
No, it
gosh.
wasn't
God.
FWA. No, it was MFF. There was a thin
Oh.
film of like liquid on all the walls
Oh,
of the of the
What the
Skybridge.
fuck?
Oh.
That's
Because-
insane work.
And
That
it
is
was
so
all
fucking crazy.
sweat and condensation from people breathing.
That is so nasty. That is so nasty.
I felt so bad for all of the people with the fursuit pods that didn't have like the outdoor like bottoms because they were
Oh my
soaking
God,
up.
the carpet was squishy.
They were soaking up all the people sweat into their pod. It was horrible.
Dude, that's gross. That's gross.
That's insane,
my
dude.
God.
What the hell?
I did it horrible.
I don't think I have a gross
I don't think-
FurCon story like that.
Oh, I got like
I
a
don't
million,
think
but
I've
this
ever
is
heard a
yours. This is your
positive
podcast.
FurCon story
Oh,
from a
God.
movie.
Any story
I
is
think
fine.
every story is like disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a crazy, like nasty FurCon story that's like able to be shared here.
We'll be like, we'll be like, we met our beautiful wife at this FurCon, and then Whiskey be like, I saw a dead body one time in the lobby.
Yeah, someone took a shit in the Sky Bridge one time.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I don't think I've ever like fuck. I feel like I've definitely been behind people in lines that genuinely it was
Oh
like
my God.
I never take off my fursuit and like I could smell them through my head and I was like, this is an issue.
Yeah,
like I need to
dude.
move right now.
It's like
I will say
Sometimes-
though. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say sometimes you're walking, you just catch a whiff and it like knocks you off your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, in defense of furries, okay, like that happens at all like conventions.
No,
Yeah.
that's every
Yeah.
con. That's I have a theory. Me and my friends cooked up a theory. I don't think that people stink. I notice a lot of people, even at Anthrocon, always wear hoodies. And I feel like they wear the same hoodie for like 4 days straight. So they take a shower,
It's the
but your
clothes,
hoodie
dude.
still stinks. And they don't know it because you're nose blind to it. Because there's like no way people genuinely don't shower. Like that's just ridiculous. I mean, it's
Right.
probably out there. but-
Okay, I don't know about that one, but I think that's
Okay, well,
definitely not common.
I'm trying to cut people some slack here. It has to be the hoodies, guys. Come on, it has to be
The
the
hoodies,
hoodies.
yeah.
I mean,
Have you
Harry,
ever had
do
a
you remember
stinky hoodie?
A&E?
Like
A&E?
you went and smelt your hoodie and it was like, damn, that stinks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
have, yeah, but like you
Everybody's
have to like
had
get really
stinky
close
hoodie.
up to it because like you're nose blind to it, like you said. So you have to like really get in there.
Yeah.
To like smell it to be like, oh my god, that's fucking disgusting. I can't believe I'm wearing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't your own smells though. You don't like. I mean, like some you can, but like you're
you
very
tr-
like
if
you don't know.
Yeah, you just
If
don't
you
know.
like try real hard, you can smell them a little bit.
Eh.
But Harry, do you
I
remember the lobby
guess.
at A&E?
The lobby.
That like
Oh,
smell.
yeah.
Oh, was it stinky at A&E? I went to A&E.
It was rank.
It was.
Oh my
Really?
God.
I didn't. My head
Yeah.
must block a lot of the scents, or I'm the stinky one because I don't really always
You
smell.
need
it.
to,
Yeah, maybe
you
you
need
are
to be
the
like
stinky
the
one.
No,
the
bro,
old,
I'm
like,
so
plague
that's
doctors.
serious.
the plague doctors, the beak they used to put like little flowers in there to make it smell
Yeah.
nice because it's
Yeah.
not bad air, which would cause a sickness. You need to do that with your fursuit. You need to put like little scents in there.
Hmm.
Like
No,
an air
I take
freshener.
I
Let's
take the
try it.
scent stuff serious. I should like
Me
I
too.
am so big about that. People, I like will publicly state that I suited for like 14 hours, and someone's like, I know Reef was stankin'. Every 4 hours, I air out my suit. I spray with alcohol, fursuit spray, more
Oh.
deodorant, another pair of Under Armour. I go back out in suit. I have my friends smell test me, and I'm always clear. I'm always clear. I'm like, I'm clear.
I
Good
feel the same
hygiene.
way.
Like
I'm
a
like
picture.
I'm super like anal about that.
No, yeah, I
And
have
I
my.
also at the end, I spray cologne on the inside that matches my body scent too.
Mm.
Oh, that's a good idea. I was gonna spray my
yeah.
perfume on it, and then people were like, "Don't spray your perfume on the fur," and I was like, "Okay."
I do it just like a couple of quick spritzes on the inside, and I've had my fursuit for like 10 years, and it's fine.
Damn, they've been a fur for 10
Wow.
years.
I,
we talked about this last time,
Don't
remember?
even start, you fuck.
I wasn't meaning it like that. I wasn't meaning it like that. I wasn't meaning it like
Wow,
that.
10 years.
I need to go watch the episode so I can get the lore.
Oh wow!
Whoa, it's getting.
Yeah,
I think it's like around that amount of time. Yeah. Wait,
That's
maybe
fair.
even longer to be honest.
I-
Because wait, hold up. When was 2016? That was like,
That was
almost
9
10
years ago.
9 years ago. Yeah.
bro, dude, it might be
Yeah,
like
9.5 years.
14 years, 15. Holy
Damn,
shit,
your suit
dude.
looks good for 14 years old too. Like,
Oh,
that's
the
it.
suit? No, just being a furry since then. But the suit is like maybe
Ooh.
like 8 or
Ooh.
9 years.
I was like,
Still.
damn, that's an old ass suit for it to look like
8 or 9 years.
Thank
Like,
you.
that's still a hefty amount of time to keep it clean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's still almost like the day I bought him.
Yeah, I think.
yeah. My suit has been through hell and back.
Very clean. They
Yeah.
call him clean whiskey.
Yeah. See, guys, listen, you can make those fursuits last for years if you just take care of them.
Dude, I take care of mine, and I think I just wear it so much that like the wear gets harder on it. I treat that thing like it's a freaking Rolls Royce, and I'm still like having to sew things back on it. I'm having to make another bodysuit.
To
I
be
just want
fair, you
multiple
do
suits.
Oh my
suit.
God,
You
wait.
suit a lot.
No, last year I did 180 hours in my suit. My first year I had it.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I kept
That's
tracks. I was
crazy.
like, I wonder how long this will last for. And then I texted my maker because I had a hole in it, and he's like, "Wait, that's really weird. I've never had a suit get a hole in it. How often do you
know-
wear it?" And I was like, "I'm at 170 hours right now." He's like, "Oh, I don't think I've even worn my suit that long. I've had mine for 5 years. I can fix it for you if you want." And I was like, "It's okay. I fix it." I was like, damn.
That's crazy. I got a fursuit and then I waited like a year to get it and I just barely wear it. Turns out I don't really like it that much. What do you like about it? Like, is it just like you get to be a dog? Is that it?
I think it's like fun. So my whole thing with like being a furry creator is like, I always like wanted to be like Charlie from All Dogs Go to Heaven and like stuff like that. So now I get to make videos online and stream as this dog character. And then when you go to cons, you get to meet that dog character. So I really like to, I don't care if other people, what is it called? Poodling. People like get pissed at poodling. I don't care if other people do that. I just like the fact that it's like magic. Like, it's like you went to Disney World, you got to see me, you saw me on streams, nothing changed. I'm still the same dog. So it's just really fun for me.
Yeah,
That's why I like it.
I've honestly never understood all the drama around poodling. It's
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
get
who-
it.
Give a fuck.
I like just wearing my head only and then like a nice fit.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what I need to start doing. But I just love
I-
full suiting. It's so I've been all
Most-
fluffy.
I think most of the people who complain about poodling have never worn a fursuit. They don't understand how.
Yeah,
difficult
no, they
it
don't
is.
get
I
the
think so,
heat, bro.
yeah.
I took my head off in the headless lounge. I had people come up asking for pictures, and they're like, "Reef, Reef," and I was like, "Oh, dude, you just killed them. You just killed a little bit of magic in the headless lounge."
It's over. Yeah, because like at least for me, the only reason I'd be poodling is that I just can't afford a full suit. So like
Dude, you should make one. You should low key make one.
see,
Like,
it seems like so much work though.
no, okay, so as we all know, I'm not the smartest dog on the planet. If I can do it, building a fursuit, the only hard part is how much time it takes. It is actually so easy if you really wanted to build your own. I mean, my first one came out. I ran into a couple issues, like first time problems, but I was really shocked. I was like, damn, this is like pretty. But to be fair, the machine on top of the fur, on top of the supplies, is like $650. So a bodysuit will run you like $1,500.
Wait, so did you make your suit?
No, I bought my suit and I realized how much I loved it. And I have this is really embarrassing. I have a really bad spending problem with liking fursuit styles. So I'm supposed to be commissioning another head here soon. I bought a mixed candy head base to build something on top of that. And I was going to buy another bodysuit and then 2 more sets of paws. And
My
then
goodness.
All
I
right.
was like, you know what? I should like low key learn how to make them. Like that'd be a fun video series or something. So
Oh, yeah.
I bought a sewing machine and I bought a bunch of fur and I built a bodysuit. And then I'm going to learn how to make a head. And I'm still going to buy
That's it.
other ones, but
That's
Can we
awesome.
talk
That's,
about?
that's actually crazy.
I think like you had a sewing incident at one point and it ended with a hole in your floor.
What?
oh, that's really embarrassing. You clocked my tea heavy. All right, so basically what happened was, so when I get pissed, I just gotta break something. Like I don't have like crazy anger issues. I just gotta I gotta do something and beat the shit out of something, like a pillow.
Wait, what?
So like, no, if I
Wait,
get like,
Crazy thing to
if
say.
I get like genuine, not beat the shit out of something, that sounded
No,
really
I
bad.
get it.
I need to like punch my pillow. I need to take like,
Mhm.
I don't even know, like just a piece of plastic and just slam it to the fucking floor. So I was sewing in the way our house is set up is like our whole first floor. It's hard to describe. Either way, I had in our dining room, I was sewing, and our dining room was wood floors or like whatever. I don't think it's wood. It's like that fake wood shit. I don't care. And I was sewing, and I had queso on the TV in my zone, and I kept fucking up something. I'm like, dude, what is happening? I was getting really tilted. It was like 11 o'clock at night. And then I tried sewing again, and sewing your bodysuit is really nerve wracking. I was really, really nervous. I was gonna fuck it up. I was so fucking nervous. And then it all got tangled and made a fat knot. Nobody was in the room, by the way. Nothing was in the room. I grabbed the scissors that were next to me and I just full force slammed them to the ground. Like, because I was gonna break them. They're like $10. I was like, fuck it. And I just slammed them into the ground. And with my fucking luck, I tomahawked my wooden floors and the scissors are sticking straight up in the floor. And I was like, that is so ass. Like I just put a hole in my floor. And then I crashed out and I was like, great. Because we're renting this house. But it's not real wood. It's like some polyester bullshit. It's only one panel, so like whatever. But
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
was
whatever.
annoyed.
Oh, that's
doesn't-
like unhinged
Yeah,
as
doesn't
hell.
matter.
Wait, like, I didn't know that you did that.
I've never broken like any technology because when I played Call of Duty, like I would get mad. And then when I played Halo and shit, and I would never throw a controller, I would always pick up my pillow and just slam it on the ground and then I'd get back in my desk and I'd be totally fine. I just needed to get it
That's
out.
crazy.
You know, that's
But yeah, I just threw the scissors.
honestly, that's a pretty good
You
way
controlled
to go about anger. Just pick the
Dude,
pillow
it
and throw
works. Like if I could go to a break room, if I'm pissed and you put me in a break room, I'd have the time of my life, and I think it would really heal some things. I'd be going crazy. With that.
So you never like punch any walls or anything?
No, I never broke anything of value. When I was really, really young, my family was dirt ass poor, so like having an Xbox was really special. and I was like, I'm not ever gonna break anything. Like nothing could be touched. So I think the most expensive thing I ever broke was I got mad and I was at my grandparents and I was using my earbuds to watch TV or play Xbox so I could hear the game. And I got pissed and I grabbed my earbuds and I just slammed them on the bed and they cracked. And I almost started crying. I was so upset with myself. I was like, I'm never doing that again. I can't believe I just did that. I just broke a pair of Apple earbuds. And yeah, that's the only time I ever broke anything.
Wow.
I'm pretty respectable of like objects and people's shit. When I get mad, I would never take anybody else. I just have to like hit a pillow so I can get it out.
See, I wish that was the same with my sister. My younger sister is super aggressive when she gets angry. She's like chased me around the house with like a knife before, like pencils. Trying to stab me.
What that? Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn.
But one of the more funnier instances. Well, obviously, just like sibling rivalry, normal stuff. But
Dude, that's like serial killer rivalry.
Yeah, that's not like sibling rivalry. That's like I need to call someone rivalry.
Okay, sure.
So wait, I like as like preface. So funny story. Being chased around with a knife.
No, the crazy thing is I have friends whose siblings do the same things. So I guess it's a common event in having siblings.
Yeah, like I mean, with a knife, sure, I had to lock myself in the bathroom and scream for my mom while she was at the door, like pretty much like the Shining movie where he's breaking in with the axe. That was pretty much my younger sister when she was like 8 with a knife. But other than that, chased me around with like a pencil. I'd run up the street. Like I actually like burst out of my house and like ran a few blocks down while she was chasing me.
What the fuck?
But one of the more funnier moments in this is that we were playing Minecraft Pocket Edition together, and mischievous little me, she was smelting some iron and I took it all and I didn't tell her.
You're an op.
Yeah, and she got really mad. She was like, "Where's my iron? I know you took it. I know you took it." I'm like, "No, I didn't take it. I didn't take it. Iron. No, I didn't do it." It's like, "I know you did." And arguing for like 5 minutes. Eventually, she just took the iPad, just chucked it at me, dodged me, hit the wall, like shattered into like the screen was completely shattered.
That's wild.
And then
see, I didn't do shit like that. My dad would beat the shit out of me if I did some shit like that.
Well, my mom was pretty pissed because then afterwards she did that, she punched a hole in the wall and it's still there to this day. But we hang a painting right over it. So we can't see it.
Y'all have way more patience than me, bro. Me and my brother beefed for a long ass time and now we're chill.
Oh yeah, I mean like me and sister are chill now.
The way you are.
Huh?
I think I understand why you are the way you are now.
Yeah.
This is really showing true colors here.
Yeah.
I'm a
Me and my
survivor.
brother had
Like
hella
therapy right
beef, but not like that, dude.
Like me and my
So,
sister,
like-
we hate each other. Yeah.
So like Reef has like all of that like trained you to be like just like totally like I don't give a shit about anything.
No,
like
I've
now,
really
you know what I mean?
moved with just not giving a fuck. Like I really don't care about a lot of shit. I'm like the CEO of like I just don't care 95% of the time.
Because like people always get like upset because you know how much we riff on each other, and then people are like,
"Yeah, dude,
guys, you guys are so fucking mean to each other. Oh my goodness!"
Nice.
I had someone DM me being like, "If they are actually hurting your feelings, you need to speak up." And I was like, "I don't think you understand how much I don't give a fuck. Like, let me put in perspective how much I
Dude,
don't
stand
give
up
a
for yourself.
fuck."
Come on.
Like I was like, dude, I'm the CEO of not giving a fuck in 95% of situations. I'm kind of just chilling. I don't know how I got here. I don't know how I made it this far, and I'm not taking it that seriously. So I don't care. It's funny. I hope you laughed at it. But yeah, it's like some people, I don't know. It's wild.
Dude, it's low key how much like. Yeah, I agree because that's how I am too. But like, I get messages like that. I think I talked about it before, but like, I've gotten like tweets and like people are like, wait. Whiskey is like so mean to his friends. I'm like, I can't believe anybody would ever stream with him.
It's crazy.
And then we're just like, dude, that just means like we're really good friends.
Yeah, I think it just means like you can fuck with each other more. That's like a part of being friends. I think it's weird, but I guess some people don't see it. But I did have someone like genuinely DM me concerned about, because it was a bit that Sky banned me on his stream. And I was like, oh yeah, Sky banned me. Like Sky's an op. Like he hates me. He's not even British. He's fake British, whatever. Sky's an op. And it was like, I was laughing as I told it. No, I was laughing as I told it. I thought it was so funny. Everyone in my chat was geeking. And then I get a DM being like, hey Reef, I don't think it's cool to joke about things like that. People might take that really seriously. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold your hands when I tell you this. I don't give a fuck. If someone takes that seriously, get the fuck out of my chat. Are you like 9 years old? Like it's bluntly not a joke. Like I can't believe it.
Yeah, I feel like chat a lot of the time tends to not understand that streamers are literally just like fake beefing, just picking fun.
It's like fun. It's like silly.
It's never real. It's like we're all like actors pretty much,
Yeah, but
if you're
getting that
actually
trained me.
beefing on
You
stream
would
with someone, yeah, if
you'd know if it was
you
a
would
beef.
know. You would know if the beef was real. Like
Yeah,
they,
it'd be very
they would
silent
they would
beef.
like leave call in the middle of stream or something like that. Like
Exactly,
Yeah.
but most of the time, guys,
It
chat
would be,
like
awkward.
we're all friends here, okay? It's okay. Don't worry.
I guess it's just the illusion. I don't know. But I guess that did kind of train me to not, I don't know what trained me to not care. I just take school really seriously. I just take everything I did really seriously. And like 2 years ago, I was just like, what the fuck?
You
This
just
is
snapped.
so lame.
You just
Like, this is so
Not gonna
lame.
fuck.
Like, what am I doing? So I care to an extent. I always tell people that because I have had people get really upset with me. Because one night I was talking about it on stream and I was like, someone asked me for streaming advice. And I was like, honestly, like just have fun. And like, I don't really take it all that seriously. I don't really know what I'm doing. And like, I think that's the fun of it. Of course, I like know certain things. I'm not like dumb. Like I know how stuff works, but I really just, I shouldn't have prefaced it like this, but I was like, I really just don't care. Like, I'm just here to have fun. I don't care. And then I had some other streamer who I will never name DM me and be like, hey, Reef, like, I really like you, but I think it's really disrespectful and really lame of you to say that you don't care because of the position you're in, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, I'll rephrase it. I'm sorry. I guess that came off disrespectful. So now when I say this, I care a lot and I'm very grateful. I'm just not checking my numbers, my analytics, everything. I haven't checked that shit in like 6 months. Like, I don't know what's
Good.
going on. That's what I just mean. Like, I don't care. Like,
That's awesome.
I'm just here to have fun, be a silly dog, and then get off stream and go watch Bob's Burgers. That's what I'm doing.
so is streaming just a hobby for you?
It became my job. I do it full time now, but yeah, I just do it for fun. I did it all. I watched a lot of my friends. I think that's what, if there was a conditioning that got me into not caring, I realized that if you do care too much, you'll never be happy. One of my friends, we were in Palm Springs. We were whatever. I was at his house, California, and he's like, Reef, can you check my laptop really quick? I'm like, what's up? And he's like, I need you to tell me if my video's doing well. I just posted it 6 hours ago. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, what is well for you? And he's like, I need to see if I'm #1 trending in the world on YouTube or #1 trending gaming. And he wasn't happy unless he was #1 trending on gaming. He was happy. But if he was like #3, he was pissed. And I open up his laptop. I'm like, oh, you're #1 on YouTube gaming right now. And he's like, what? And he ordered us all food. And I watched a lot of people basically go from like the smallest fish in the bowl to like a whale. Like they were the biggest creators in that space. And they still would pocket check their analytics, care so much about their viewer count, their YouTube stuff, and they're making like $500,000 a month. And they're just like, they just are never happy. Like they're still just not happy. And I was like, dude, you're never gonna be happy if you look at it like that. So I just stopped. Like,
it's good to get out of that mindset early.
Yeah,
I know,
because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know a lot of people, and it's like they're obsessed with like their numbers, and like even if they have like crazy numbers, they'll be like stressed out about it. I'm like, bro, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, and people
like,
treat
do you know
people
what you
weird.
Have? Like, you know where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a weird. People have egos. I've had really shady ego people like say shit to me at cons, and I'm like, dude, you're talking to the wrong person. Like, I could give a flying ass fuck right now. Like, you are insane for this. It's so weird.
Well, when you get into that like mindset though, it's like you're just like, okay, well, if I just hit this plateau, I will be happy forever. But the moment you get it,
You're
like,
not happy.
well,
I have
I'm not
goals
happy
for
now.
myself and shit, but
Yeah, because there's a difference between like setting goals for yourself and stuff like that. But I've known a lot of people who are like, okay, here's the goal. But if I just hit this, I'm unhappy now. But if I just hit this, I'll be good forever. And then they get there, and then they'll be okay for like a week, and then they're like, okay, I'm like really unhappy again. Now I need to get even bigger.
yeah.
If I hit that goal, then I'll be happy forever. And then it just keeps going and going.
Yeah,
and going.
that's where my friend crashed out at because he was literally #1, like #1. You couldn't get any better. And there was one guy, they both made very similar content, and he was never happy unless he was passing that guy. And they had millions of subscribers.
That's crazy.
They were making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And my friend would be like, in a call crashing out. He's like, dude, this guy is literally still fucking beating me somehow. Like, I don't understand it. I've uploaded 8 videos this week. 6 of them were #1 trending gaming YouTube. Like, I don't understand. And I was like,
that gets wild.
Wow.
It gets really wild. That there
know,
are so many people like that.
and it's like and people treat people so lame in content spaces. Like, for how many followers, how many subs you have. Like, that is my biggest pet peeve. People treat you. I hate being treated like competition. And that's another reason I'm very blunt about not giving a fuck. Is because people have been really weird to me, and I'm like, bro, this is not my Super Bowl. This is not my contest. This can be like, I'm just having fun. Please stop treating me like a fucking contestant. It's so annoying.
It's very annoying.
People are like, it's like people talk to you differently in those spaces. That's what I hate about the entertainment industry, especially in the film industry. It's so annoying the way that like the culture is. And yeah, I mean, I think the reality that a lot of people need to accept is that nobody's number one forever. I think more people just need to be grateful that they are where they are. And
Yeah,
just
it's good to be
accept that.
happy in the
You can
moment.
lose,
But
like,
also,
what you have now, you could lose whenever. Like, there's so much shit that can go wrong. So just like plan to be happy. Don't plan to like keep being up and up in numbers. Like that's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
I will say though, just so it's not like all doom and gloom, dude, I've met some of the nicest people though doing
No,
this.
yeah, I've met
Yeah, no,
really
there
sweet,
are-
cool people. Because it does
yeah.
sound doom and
Yeah.
gloom.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of really sweet people. You just got to figure out who. I've noticed people who are having more fun with it and enjoying it are happier. But I've made friends, and then they treat me like they're competition, and they like act weird with me sometimes, and that's when it's gloom.
Yeah, like
I'm like, damn.
I feel like there's a very healthy way to go about it. Like there's a healthy way to set goals of like, you know, I want to reach this amount of followers, something like that at a certain amount of time. But if you're in the mindset where it's like, if I'm not here, I'm doing horrible. You know, you should have a
Yeah.
good balance of having a goal to go forward and not just like, you know, stay still in your level of content, whatever you're in. But like, you know, it's important to like just keep it fun while you're doing it. Don't just focus on
most people are
analytics.
really cool. It's like it's like 2 out of 10 that are like weird vibes.
Yeah.
Most people are really chill and cool. And the other creator
Yeah.
space, I don't know, that was different. But Minecraft
And then you just remember those like the 2 out of 10 people because they're very loud about it.
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what it
like
is?
oh god.
I've been close to a lot of spaces where it's just like a bunch of very young people who are very wealthy and very popular, and like popularity and a lot of money changes you no matter what. Like that's a very important thing to accept, so that like you can like understand like how to navigate that properly. And a lot of people who are like in that like demographic, I guess, just go fucking crazy.
Oh,
like, for
dude,
so many
it's
different
nuts.
reasons. It's like whether it's like, you know, it could be like the Minecraft scene, it's a lot of young people there, or just like all types of different things. And there's like you'll hear, but the thing is, you'll hear like the craziest drama. Like these people are like doing crazy shit. They'll be like, "Yo, I bought a Lambo to really stick it to this one guy because he was pissing me off and getting on my nerves."
No, I've heard of people like that. When I went to LA, my first ever time in LA, I was at my friend's. It was at a fucking penthouse, and I walk in the door, and this guy walks up to me. He's like, "Yo, like you're probably a YouTuber," and he's like, "I need your help," and I'm like, "What's up?" And he's like, "So I'm trying to fit in more with all these guys, and like, what do you drive?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't really say what I drive. Like, I just didn't want to like sound broke as fuck." And he's like, "Okay, well,
I know
I'm looking at
exactly
getting."
what you mean.
I'm looking at getting like a G-Wagon. Can you help me look? And I'm like, what's your budget? He's like, I'm willing to do 150,000 down on cash, but like that's it. And I was like, oh my god,
Wow.
That's crazy. It's like
Okay, I'm gonna go.
like,
I'm exiting this combo.
it's like
Yeah, I was like, I really like cars, so I can help you, but that's insane.
Yeah, my
I'll be
car
talking
like
to
barely
people
got
and I
here.
know- Yeah,
Like,
I'll like know they have like 18 cars, and they'll ask me what I drive. I'm like, I don't want to say I drive like a Honda, so I'm just like, oh,
I was
I don't
like,
know, I
oh,
drive
Honda
whatever.
Odyssey, love my
Yes,
minivan.
I drive a lifted truck, which I have a
I
really
just
funny
say-
story about that.
It's so real.
I was just gonna say, I love the commitment of this one person in your chat who just keeps saying chicken jockey.
They're here
that's
for
Ken.
it.
That's
They're
They
here
definitely
for
threw
it.
popcorn
That's what
in the
my
theater.
chat
They
is.
threw popcorn in
I
the
love
threw
it.
popcorn
Yeah,
in the
no,
theater.
my chat last night was they were brain rotted of a Minecraft movie. It was bad.
Dude, no one did it at my theater. There was only 12 of us in there. No one did it.
Dude,
I
were
was
you
bummed.
disappointed? Were you disappointed? You're like, man, I wish everyone would freak out.
No, I tensed up when it came on. I was like, if this motherfucker behind me
no.
throws.
tensed
No,
up?
because I don't care, but if someone threw a fucking drink, I'm gonna be pissed off. And I was like, if someone throws their fucking giant Coke in the air, I'm gonna lose my
We're
shit.
throwing hands.
So it comes on, I tense up a little bit, and it's like chicken jockey, and you hear like 4 people go, ha ha ha, and then that was it. And I was like, oh,
Dude,
no
I
one
think
did.
it's actually
my
so
theater
funny
went
that people are
crazy.
tensing up.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
I thought I
like-
was gonna get a Coke to the back of the head. I was like, I'm gonna get fucked up. I was sitting like
Dude, you were
in
ready-
the middle
you-
of the theater, so I wasn't gonna get cooked either way. I was like, I'm cooked. Dude.
You were ready to throw down.
Yeah.
You were ready to
Oh,
go.
I don't fight, bro. I don't fight. I would have walked away. I'm like, nope, this is your win, bro. This is your win. Not my.
You would
not-
have stared
you
very
can have this.
We're ready for
disapprovingly.
war. Hunkered
Yeah.
down.
But that
You
was
know what
speaking
hurts
of
more than fists?
what?
Someone saying, "I just want you to know you disappointed me tonight."
Oh, bro, that's
Oh. Poor-
It's
Poor
rough.
Banjo.
maybe Banjo. Maybe you're just a little. I don't know. I can't talk about some of this. I just have really bad road rage. But anyways, speaking of lifted trucks and furries, or speaking of cars and furries, so I drive a lifted truck. Boo, tomatoes. You can throw tomatoes at me all you want, but I have like JBL speakers in it. I off-road my vehicle. I bought it to drive on the beach and shit. I drive on the beach and all that shit. So I have fun with it. And it was Halloween. I've never seen a furry in my entire life, and this was 2022. I'd never seen a furry in person because I didn't go to a con until I had my full suit. So my grandma lives in this perfect Disney neighborhood where trick-or-treating is like the entire road is full. And I was running late, and I was like, fuck. So I'm driving. I'm not being obnoxious. My window's up. You can't see in my truck. You can hear my bass though, because I'm playing Pop Smoke. If y'all know who Pop Smoke is, so I'm playing Dior by Pop Smoke. It's like Dior, Dior, whatever, and it's like hard fucking rap. And I see a fox fursuit head. I'm like, no way, there's a furry. So I stop my truck. I'm towering over this poor fox furry in the middle of this Halloween street. I'm the only truck driving through it because like I need to get to my house. And this furry, it's a fox wearing rainbow thigh highs. You hear Pop Smoke blasting in this lifted truck. I roll my window down, and him and his friends stare at me like a deer in headlights. And I look like a total frat boy.
Yeah.
Everyone I meet in person, they're like, Reef, you look like you would bully me. Like, how are you a furry? You look like you'd make fun of me. So I look like a total frat boy, and they both stare at me, and I'm like, I put on my gay voice. I'm like, oh my God, I love your fursuit so much. That is so cute. I'm waiting to get mine. And they just stare, and they're like, thank you. And I was like, is it a fox? Is your son a fox? And he's like, yeah, it's a fox. And I was like, oh my God, mine's a dog. Well, happy Halloween. And I hit play on my speaker. It's like, I'm a Dior, and my window just slowly rolls up as I drive away.
You know, they remember that forever. You know,
no, I've scarred that poor guy.
I would be scared.
I was like, dude, he probably thought I was gonna get hate crimes or some shit. And I was like, I love you so much, girl. Where did you get that? That is such a sway.
So funny.
Yeah, but I rolled down the window and be like, hey, I got puppies in the back. You guys want to hop in?
Sometimes you gotta act a little fruitier just so people let their guard down.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like everyone like acts more friendly to a gay man.
Before I did streaming full time, I worked in a restaurant, and I remember I just put on my normal voice. Like no one ever thought I was gay or anything. And then the girls were being like kind of mean to me, and I'm like, damn, like I need to tell them I'm gay because this is not the vibe. Nope. So I bring the girls over, and they're like talking to me, and they're like, what are you doing this weekend, Reef? And I'm like, I think me and my boyfriend are gonna go on a hike. And they're like, wait, you're gay? And I was like, yeah, I'm gay. And they're like, oh my God, that's amazing. Sorry, we've been kind of mean. Like, we just wanted to make sure you weren't hitting on us. I'm like, no, girl. Like, I want to be your best friend. Like, I want to go get coffee and go shopping together.
It's like you can like see the gears turn in their head, and you can feel the weight lift immediately.
Which is so valid. Like, I totally get it, and I'm just like, no, divas. Like, I want to have friends.
Oh, I love
being a girl is like crazy. You're like always on guard.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no. I've been that one meme. One night I don't know if I was on a campus or downtown somewhere. I don't know where I was, but it was late night. I was leaving a club. And like I said, I dressed like a fucking frat boy. And there's this single girl 10 feet in front of me walking the same route. And I'm like, oh, this probably thinks I'm being a fucking weirdo. We take a right because I'm walking like an apartment. We both take a right 10 feet in front of me. And I'm just like, hey, girl, I'm gay. Like, I promise I'm not being weird. My apartment is down here. And she turned around, started laughing. She's like, oh my God, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little nervous. I'm like, nope. I like men.
Hey,
like, if you were like a 6'4" like bear, I'd be fucking stoked, but I'm not like women. And she's like, okay, cool. What apartment are you going to? And then we hung out for like 10 minutes. We walked
That's so fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I can't be this guy because, late at 3 a.m, walking in from a club by yourself is already scary enough.
Yeah.
You're like, girl, don't worry about it.
Girl, don't you
I was like, come on,
worry.
Diva. Like, you got a jewel on you. I don't hit those things, but what you got going on? How's your night been?
So, actually, I'm actually really curious because you've talked like so much about like it's the kind of like crazy life that you live. How did you end up literally right now doing what you're doing, like streaming as a furry? How did that come about?
I honestly, I can't believe it because I used to be, believe it or not, I used to be the most shy, scared person in the world. If there's no pictures of me from the ages of 14 to 17, because I was so depressed, so self-conscious, hated myself. I never wanted to be in front of a camera. I never wanted to talk. I was really, really shy. And then when my friends got big on YouTube, that is when I was like, I had to get on my shell a little bit. And I ended up making friends with this it sounds like a Disney movie, but in science class, I sat next to this cheerleader who was the number 1 cheerleader in our school, like fucking out of a Disney movie bullshit. No, this is like the real, if it weren't for her, like I wouldn't be here. So I did not know how to dress. I didn't know how to fix my hair. I was really shy, really depressed. You could tell if you looked at me. And I sat next to this cheerleader and she was like, oh my gosh, Reef, you are so funny. Like, why do you hang out with those kids? And I'm like, they're the only friends I have. And these kids were like, not going to go into any detail, but they were like really annoying, edgy 16-year-olds in 2016. So that's all you need to know. But I hated them. I hated every second of them. I never hung out with them, but we always sit at the same lunch table and they would just terrorize me and do shit to like make me, they would just take pictures of me, fuck with me because I knew I hated it. So I sat next to this girl and then she's like, well, here, like, I'll show you like how to do everything. So she took me shopping, showed me how to like dress.
Wow.
I hung out with all the football players. And I still was really good at surfing. I was probably not to like stroke my own dick, but I was like probably one of the best in my school. So like I was this nerdy ass kid, but I could go to surf breaks and I would like rip it up. And these kids gave me a little bit of respect, but they're like, hey, Reef's a fucking
This is like
nerd,
literally
like,
a Disney movie. This is
no, Harvey, wait
literally.
this part because this is literally the craziest thing.
Okay.
So this girl, our cheerleader, she tells me how to dress, she takes me to all these parties. This is junior year of high school. I start going to parties. I start getting out of my house. I start dressing right. And my birthday comes up and I'm still like pretty depressed. And I've made like 30 new friends at this point. And she's like, Reef, what do you want to do for your birthday? And I was like, no, like I don't fuck with my birthday. Like I really don't like myself to that degree where I'm going to celebrate my own birthday. And she's like, okay, well, that's fine. Well, do you want to hang out? I'm like, no, I don't want to hang out. So a week goes by. It's my birthday. I'm playing Xbox in my room, computer, whatever. And she texts me. She's like, hey, Reef, you want to hang out? It's like 6 o'clock at night. And I'm like, not really. She's like, I'm going to come pick you up. Let's come back to my house, play Just Dance. We'll get takeout. And I was like, fine, I'll come back to your house. So I've never, like this point, like I just had finally started making friends. It's been 4 months since I've known her. And I get to her house, pitch black house. And she's like, here, you going first. I'm going to grab something from my car. So I walk in the door and I turn on the lights and every single one of my new friends is standing there with a giant thing of cupcakes. And they're like, happy birthday, Reef.
What?
And they threw me this surprise party. And there's pictures of me blowing out my candles. And you can see me starting to cry in the pictures because no one's ever done something that nice for me. And so she's the reason I got out of my shell and got me into streaming. And then I was really nervous. I remember when my friends were Minecraft streamers and YouTubers and shit, they made me stream. And they're like, Reef, you have to stream. Like, you need to do this. You're kind of a funny person. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. I remember my first stream, I was playing Minecraft and I hit 3 viewers and I started shaking because I was so nervous. I hated people watching me. I was really shy. And then I kept doing it. And then one of my friends who was kind of this was before Dream SMP. So he had like 8K average, 5K average, which back in the day was pretty fucking heavy to have.
Yeah.
And he texted me, he's like, hey, do you feel comfortable if I raid you a lot so I can boost you? And I was like, I don't know, not really. And he's like, okay, I won't do it. And then that night he rated me with like 5,000 or some shit. And I almost like shit my pants. I was like, oh my God,
that would be
fuck?
horrifying. That was
and but it was like the exposure therapy I needed. And I found out I really loved it. And I just kept streaming, got into furry shit, lived a double life. I lived a fucking double life.
This.
Yeah, everyone's living a double life.
Yeah, so I fully
had an alternate account first.
Yeah, I just lived a double life. And if it weren't for that girl who got me out of my shell, I'd never feel confident. And then my friends forcing me to stream. Yeah, shout out to my girl, my best friend.
Princess,
like,
wow.
No, literally a princess.
Like that whole story was like literally so Disney coded. That's
what I'm saying. It's like a lot. Dude, no, seriously.
Number one cheerleader taking you under her wing and then showing you the ropes.
That's what I'm saying, and it's crazy. Like I cannot believe that was
like
real.
Adopted by an extrovert.
Yeah, literally.
No, I was, and like I am extroverted. I just hung out kids that made me suppress who I was. They just make fun of everything I did. So hang out people who really lift you up, y'all. It's true. Very true.
That's true. I actually I was also adopted by a popular girl, but I was adopted by a goth girl instead of.
Okay, you're a goth baddie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you, Banjo.
I got the gays getting adopted. My ass was adopted by some cheerleader.
the gay shy boys getting adopted left and right.
It was wild though. But that's probably how I got here. I did not expect to get here. My first ever streaming setup when I first started streaming as a furry. This is horrible. I don't think y'all know this. So I had a Chromebook from high school, barely ran. My computer, my old PC, I built myself. I know, y'all. Refilling a PC is pretty fucking insane to think about. So of course I built it and it was fucked up. So it only worked if it laid on its side. I had a monitor from 2013, a Chromebook sitting on top of my PC laying on its side, and I started streaming. And I was like, okay, if I make any money doing this, I'll like actually take my setup. And then it just turned into a job. And I was like, well, I should probably get a new computer. I'd probably actually get like a monitor. I should probably take this seriously.
Can we rewind for a second? How does it only work when it's on its side?
So the GPU, I bent the prongs in the GPU and you had to maneuver the GPU very precisely. And if it ever
So
if I shook my desk, my computer would turn off. So I had to go back in there and then maneuver it very precisely.
You guys know when you fuck up your charging cable for your phone?
It was
and you have
that.
to,
It was
get
literally
just
that. It was
right?
literally that. Yeah.
Wow.
But hey, it
Actually,
worked.
hey,
So
Loki, dude, I had a computer like that too, though, where the power cord was, if you jiggled it in the wrong way, it literally shut my entire computer off. So if I
Really?
if I was like playing like a multiplayer game, I got pissed and I like kind of like hit my chair, it would just turn the whole thing off.
oh, dude, you look like you like rage quit. Like, oh, he
I was
actually
like, no!
logged. He logged. All right,
Rage
guys, but no one's surprised. I'm about to piss my pants. So y'all have a hot, fun moment here for like
Okay.
10
Bro,
seconds.
I can't
Oh,
believe
dude.
it. Yo, I was just gonna talk about
Yo,
this.
I just
Go piss.
chugged an iced. Okay, I chugged an ice Domino latte, and I've drank half of fucking mason jar of water. I'm
It's
going
been an
crazy.
hour.
Go piss, girl.
Bro.
Go piss, girl. We will.
I didn't
we
pee
will,
before I got
we
here.
will talk about this once you come back.
It's
hours.
okay. It's okay.
I'll be right back,
You
I'll be
have the
right back.
tech.
It's okay.
You have the tech skills of an old woman and the bladder of an old woman. You know, it's fine.
Well,
Wow.
it like
So there-
Reef.
Yeah.
It's about
Go
4 or
ahead.
5 times in like 4 hours for me, because we like collab a lot and
Mm-hmm.
we'll be gone like 5, 6, 7 times.
Guys, the second Reef hears about a catheter, he's gonna lose his mind. He's gonna be like, "Why haven't I heard about this sooner?"
You know, it's actually crazy too. Like, I think I was talking about this when we had the podcast before, but like, I just like completely forgot. And I don't know if this is like, this is gonna sound bad, but I promise it's like not bad. But like, dude, I forget like how I've met people. Like, I'm gonna ask Reed when he gets back. It's like, how the hell did we meet? I don't even
No,
remember.
that's real. That's so real.
Do you ever get that way? Even with like some of like your like really
Yeah.
close friends, you're just like,
Yeah.
wait, how did we end up here in this situation right now?
It's like, what's going? Like sometimes I have like a moment of
I'm back.
fleeting lucidity, and I'm
Welcome
like,
back.
how did I get here? What's
Thank
going
you.
on?
I
I
know
also
it's
need
like.
to charge my phone. Ah.
All right, Reeve, I was just gonna say, like, I completely forgot. How the hell did we meet? I'm not trying to make that sound a bad way because I forget how like
No,
I met like so many
I
of my
don't
friends,
really
but-
know
He's
how
like,
we
who
met.
are you again?
I
Dude, how-
met
like
you.
legit, like low key. How did we meet? Like literally.
I don't remember. I know I met you at FWA at the VFur party, and then I came home.
Was that it? Wait, was that when?
That was like the first time I had interacted with you, I think. And then
Were you on
text-
Beefer at that time though?
Yeah, I was. It was like right after I'd gotten in. I got in last year. And
Bro,
then,
but like I would have vetted your thing. So it's like we didn't interact before then at all.
I don't think so. I think you came to my chat like once, and then you texted me after I got in VFur, and you were like, "Hey, do you want to play games on like stream one night?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then after that, it was
How?
just like,
Dude, that's what. How the hell did that happen?
Ooh.
Just like
I don't
randomly
know.
happened.
To be fair,
Wow.
I literally came out of nowhere. Like I just one day just started streaming and shit, and it just went right okay, I guess. And then I kind of just popped up, and a lot of people were like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I had to, like,
That's
a lot of
how
people-
it's like who?
Yeah, people would joke at the start and be like, "Oh, you're an industry plant," and I was like, "Girl, be so for right now." But it was like a joke. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't really
like
remember.
I'm like it's actually like I'm getting memory hold so bad where it's just like how the hell did like because like I don't just invite random people onto my stream. So
I know I met you at FWA, and we talked for a little bit.
I was really
At
drunk,
FW
so I don't remember that at all.
No, well, you talked to me. Actually, okay, so I'll say what happened because I knew you were drunk. So I walked in the party, and you were one of the first people who said hi to me because I was still like I picked up my fursuit like the day before. I was pretty new to like being a furry. I just started streaming, and you came up. You're like, "Oh my god, Reef, nice to meet you." Like blah blah blah, and I was like, "Oh, nice to meet you too." And then like 20 minutes later, you came back up, and you're like, "Hi, like what's going on, Reef? Like nice to meet you." And I was like, "Oh, you already said that." And you're like, "Sorry, I've had a lot to drink. We're playing a really fun drinking game. Do you want to play?" And then yeah, you just talked to me for like 10 minutes, and then I got home. You came in my stream a couple times, I think, and then you asked me if I wanted to be on your stream and play games, and I was like, "Yeah, sure." Oh, you asked me to be on your freaking VR chat game shows. That's what it was. Because you sent out that thing on your server, being like, "Who wants to be on the game show tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, I'll play. Like, I want to play." And then after that, like, that's kind of how we got to know each other.
Dude,
more.
that's crazy. Dude, I like it's great. It's so like wholesome that you remember that interaction because I completely like I was
No, yeah,
so
I felt
drunk,
bad
I
when you
don't
told me.
remember it
That
at
whole
all.
party, I was shitting my pants.
Maybe
I was,
that's
like,
why
actually shitting my
you don't
pants.
remember a lot of how you met people.
I guess. I will say, like, I have met like some pretty high profile people, and then we just get incredibly drunk, and then that whole interaction is gone forever.
Really? Mine's like the polar opposite.
I remember well, I can say her name because I've talked about this. She's talked about this story before, but when I was hanging out with Buff Pup at a party once, and she had like God, what is it? It's like the powdered candy where you stick the dip and stick in. You remember
Oh
that?
my god, I know what you're
Pixie
talking
stick.
about.
Okay,
Wait.
yeah,
Fun Dip.
no, it was Fun Dip.
Yeah, Fun Dip.
Fun Dip.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
And
that.
it was Fun Dip, except it was weed.
Oh.
So,
That's a party.
So you dip the stick into the powder weed, and then you like lick it off, right? And so we had already been drinking, and I was just like, man, this weed is like not doing anything because I'm like licking it off, and she's just like, Whiskey, come the fuck here. And she pours it into her palm. She just pours it in, and she's just like licking off my hand. I'm like, okay.
Oh my god.
And so then I crossfaded, and the rest of that night, whoever I talked to, it was just done. It was over.
No, you're cooked. The
It was just
crossfaded is
cooked.
crazy.
The weed Fun Dip.
That's so funny. I see it from the outside perspective. Every time I go to those parties and I meet people that I'm like, because I've met people that at like in LA who've never shown their face, and I was like, whoa, I feel like I shouldn't know this information. And they always get blackout drunk, and then I take care of them, and that's how we build our friendships. They're like, hey, like, it was really nice to meet you last night. I'm really sorry, but thank you so much for taking care of me and getting me home safe. I'm like, yeah, dude, of course, like anytime. And that's how we build this trusted relationship.
I feel like that is like one of the most like trust building things, because that's happened to me too, where I've like taken care of people who have been like blackout drunk, and like, holding people's hair back when they're over the toilet and stuff. And then the next day it's just like, this is a bonding experience that we'll never forget. And thank you so much.
That is the most bonding you will ever have. Like, that is how you really bond with people.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like the moment.
This episode of the BARQcast is brought to you in part by Yip Yap, the highest quality furry apparel, and you seriously won't get anything like it. The season collection is out now, so pick up a cozy winter hoodie or possibly spring forward and get yourself a nice, beautiful t-shirt. And all you gamers out there, don't worry. There's some super high quality desk mats for all 4 seasons, and there's more on the website. Go check it out at yipyap.co.
That's so funny though. But yeah, I think it's how we met. I don't really, it was all happened. This whole thing is like, my whole thing of being a furry has happened really, really fast. Like, everything just started coming at it really quick.
Yeah, every time you talk about it, it always kind of like, it always like clicks in my brain again, where it's like, oh man, that was only like a year ago.
Yeah, no, I ordered my fursuit June of 2023, and I started streaming October of 2023 as a furry. And that's where we are today.
Yeah, it's like so wild to me, because like, I mean, I guess I just like lose track of time because I've been doing it so long. It's like, man, we just like started hanging out like a year ago. That's like fucking wild.
It happens very quickly.
Wow.
Furry any percent.
Yeah.
But it's fun though. I'm trying to think of God, getting crossed as edibles suck, dude. I can't believe you were doing it. Like, I fucking hate edibles. One time I tripped for 6 hours.
Then I'm done with it. Like, I hate it.
Yeah,
Like,
I cannot do an edible, bro. I had an ego death one time, and I tripped for 6 hours, and I just can't do it.
My
Off
God.
of weed.
I also had an ego death because I like to, like, I'm a very talkative guy. I think I'm pretty witty, and I like to, like, when I'm talking to people, I like to like banter, and like, I'm very like, aware of what I'm saying. And I remember for like, I took one edible, and for like the rest of like half of the day,
Oh my god.
I could think of what was coming. Like, I was cognizant that I could not talk. You know what I mean? Like, so when I was talking to somebody, I would just be like, hey, and then we would like stare awkwardly at each other for like 10 seconds.
Dude.
And my brain was registering that, and it literally like, I never want to do this again, ever.
Dude, no, oh my God, I bet that plays into why, actually, I think this is a big reason why I don't give a fuck either. All right, so before I tell the story, it's like 5 minutes. Let me preface, before anybody thinks I was doing some hard shit, it was THC. My family works in the weed industry. Someone in my family does, and they collect weed from around the world.
Wow.
And it's legal. They do it all very legally, but weed that's been untouched and never been hybrid is very high, like expensive weed, very, very good shit. I bought edibles from this person in my family, and I bought the wrong pack. It was a test batch, a personal test batch, to see how many milligrams they could add. So basically, long story short, I accidentally took probably 1,000 milligrams at least.
Oh my god. You're done.
No, this story is actually crazy. I told this the other day on stream, but this is like a 5-minute story, so buckle up, buttercups.
All right, we're ready.
So I take this edible, I'm playing VR, and I start, like, when you're about to get really high, shit moves like 30 frames per second. I'm like, oh, I'm cooked. Like, I'm gonna get really high. Before this, I fucking loved edibles. And before this, I struggled really heavy with anxiety and OCD. Like, I would wash my hands 30 times, flip a light switch 50 times. Nothing worked. I read books. I tried getting therapy. Wow. Long story short, whatever. It was really, really bad. And I take this edible, and shit starts moving weird. I get on my VR. I call my boyfriend. I'm like, I'm fucked. Like, I'm really fucked right now. And he's like, what happened? I'm like, I took this edible. There's nothing in it. And he's like, okay, if it's an edible, like, you're fine. Just bundle up and take a nap. It's like 8. I remember it vividly. It was like 8:30 something. And I look at my phone. I just gotten high. And I'm like, I'm going to go take out my contacts. So this is my old apartment. And I have a dog. This is right when I got my dog. I'm about to burp. No, I'm not. Wait, am I? Wait. Okay, it was a silent one. So, excuse me. So I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, it's coming up. But so either way, I walk out into my living room. And my dog's on my couch, and this is where the trip starts. I take one step forward, and my whole apartment is run down. Like, it looks like it's been abandoned. What? I'm like, whoa, my dog's gone. So I take another step, and I'm in this penthouse suite. I'm like a celebrity. My phone is like blowing up. I like 40 million followers, and my dog is on the couch. I'm like, what is going on?
You're shifting. So
I start walking around the island in the kitchen, and I'm hopping all these lives. It feels like an hour. I'm tweaking. I'm like, what is this? What's happening? I make it to my bathroom. And then I look in my mirror, and I look like I'm looking at someone else, but it's really me. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm so cooked, dude. So I go back in my room. I sit in my bed. I bundle up like a burrito. I look at my phone. It had been 4 minutes. And I thought it had been 2 hours. So I'm like, oh, I'm actually fried. Like, I'm fried.
Damn.
So at this point, I'm on the phone with my boyfriend. I'm crying. And he's like, listen, just sit up straight and go to bed. I'm like, okay. So I hang up the phone. I sit up straight, and everything goes black. And this is where it like really kicks in. So I'm transported into this sky. It's like the most beautiful light blue sky I've ever seen. I'm sitting there, dead silence, not a sound. It sounds so peaceful. And this pulsating ball of light hovers over to me. And bar for bar, he goes, hey, what's going on, dude? And I'm like, I don't know what happened. He's like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. I'm here to teach you a lesson. And I'm like, what do you mean a lesson? He's like, do you think he started cussing? He's like, do you really think I gotta fucking tell you what lesson it is? You know what lesson it is. How come you get so jealous of all your friends? And I was like, dude, it's hard not to get jealous of them. Like, they have like all this money and fame, and like, I've always wanted that. And he's like, I don't think you get it, do you? And I was like, no, I guess not. And he's like, you picked this life. Like, let me show you. So we look down, and there's hundreds and hundreds of bubbles, and he circles one in a red line. He's like, all right, this is the life you picked, right? Like, this is your life. You chose to come here. This is what you want to do. And I was like, okay. And this is where it gets really, really dark. So like, trigger warning, death. Like, this is where it gets a little dark and scary. So I go into this bubble. He's like, let's look at the lives around yours. So we go into a bubble, and I'm in my ceiling, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I look down, and I see myself walk out of my room 10 minutes prior. And I slipped, and I hit my head on my counter and died. And I watched myself die. And I started bawling my eyes out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, hey, he's like, you're fine. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't want to die. He's like, you're not dead. He's like, chill the fuck out. You're not dead. I'm showing you what's going on here. And I'm like, okay. So then he takes my hand. He's like, let's look at another life. We hop to another life, same situation. I'm in the ceiling. I'm looking down. And I walk out in the kitchen. I grab a knife to cut up some fruit, and I fall, and it hit me in the chest, and I died again. So I'm crashing out. I'm bawling my eyes out. We go back to this blue space, and he gives me a giant speech. He's like, you take stuff way too seriously. Life for you, like, you're so lucky and grateful. Just because your friends have fucking a Lamborghini and a Rolls Royce doesn't mean you need. Your time will come. Like, just take a fucking chill pill. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. He's like, all right, I think that's all I need to tell you. Do you want to see something cool? And I was like, yeah, I guess I'll see something cool. And he's like, let's go look at the start of time. So he grabs my hand and rips me through a wormhole. Yeah. No, this is insane, y'all.
Ghost of
so I'm going through this wormhole, and I'm holding my phone. I have an iPhone. Video. Dude, it's a fucking Darman visited me in my trip. I didn't even know.
Oh my god.
So I'm getting transported through this portal, and I'm holding my phone. It's an iPhone. It goes to a phone from the 90s. It goes to a phone from when phones were first invented. It goes to a brick, and then it goes to a rock. And then all of a sudden, we're standing in this prehistoric landscape. There's nothing around us. It's me and this ball of light, and it's so peaceful and serene. And he's like, yeah, so this is the start of time. And I was like, wait, really? He's like, kind of. This is as far as I can take you. But
wait.
what?
I just have to
the
say,
fuck is
dude,
going
the image of a caveman using a rock as a cell phone is wild.
No, I was just holding it because I didn't have phones in that time period. So I'm holding this rock, and we're looking around this prehistoric, empty landscape. It's gorgeous, and he's like, this isn't really the start of time, but it's as far as I can take you now. Do you want to see the end of time? And I was like, sure. Pulls me through this wormhole again, and we go to this weird computer AI tech space where we're like, all of us are code and numbers bouncing around. And he was like, I'm just fucking with you. There's actually no such thing as the end of time, but this is where I can take you for now. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then he takes me back into this bubble, this space, and he gives me another pep talk. He's like, just be happy with where you are. Don't take everything so seriously. Everything's going to work out. And then I get back in my body. My roommate gets home because she's a bartender. And she takes me outside. And I dead ass get on my hands and knees and grab the grass. And I'm like, it feels so good to be home right now. Because that trip was like 4 hours. There's a lot of details I didn't say. So I'm like grabbing the grass, like crying. I'm like, it's so beautiful to be home. I love everybody. We're all beautiful. Oh my God, I forgot a very important part. So before when I come out of my high, this is towards the end of the story. I'm almost done. So I get there. My dog comes in my office or my bedroom at this time. I'm sitting on the edge of my bed, like processing what the fuck just happened. And my dog, I call my boyfriend back. He's on the phone. He's just sitting there silent on the phone. He's playing video games. And my dog touches me, like sit next to me. Her fur rubs my side. And I'm sitting there and all of a sudden I'm light shaped like a human. My dog Bali is light shaped like a little dog. And my entire bedroom is space, stars and galaxies. And I'm shooting through this weird space with all these colorful galaxies and planets. And I'm on the phone still. And I'm like, dude, it's so beautiful. There's so many stars and galaxies. It's gorgeous. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And my boyfriend's like, what the fuck are you seeing? And I'm like, I'm traveling through space. And he's like, are you okay? Like, is everything okay? I'm like, no, it's great. I love you. I love everything. Everything is love and light. And then I came back, and the big part of the story that makes it all crazy is my OCD and anxiety fully vanished after that. I have never had OCD. My anxiety is gone. It felt like there was a tick on my back, like a fat tick sucking all this energy out of me. And then ever since then, it's been gone. And I've been a normal dog. So thanks for my 10-minute story, guys. That's all.
I just like pro edibles.
Yeah,
Is
you
this
said
the
yeah.
pro edibles story?
Is this pro edibles?
No, okay, so I don't like edibles. I said this is anti-edibles. I fucking hate edibles after this.
But you just lost your OCD and anxiety.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like I'm really glad I experienced it, but it was pretty fucking terrifying, to be honest with you. And the reason it happened, there's science behind it, because my family works on science of weed. When you green out, if any of y'all have ever taken an edible and puked and passed out, THC is a huge hallucinogenic. Like if you really take a lot of it, you will trip balls
yeah,
for
I've
hours.
experienced that before.
So my family was like, what happened is instead of throwing up, you intook all the THC and you tripped balls. Like that's what happened. Like you just tripped off a THC, which is really hard to do apparently. Like it's really hard to do that. He's like, it's very hard. It's not easy. I've only known a couple people who've ever tripped, and you had the craziest trip. But yeah, that's my trip story.
I just like the person in chat who said, "Bro met a higher entity."
Yeah,
Dude, I was doing crazy shit. But yeah, I think that's a big part of me not caring also, and like my stress and anxiety is like really subsided.
Something
it's just
similar
that easy,
happened
folks.
to me.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
guys.
like it wasn't that crazy. It was like one time, and I was like, damn, why did that happen? Because it's never happened since. But basically, all that I saw was that like my entire body was like surrounded by the light, and like the light was like an outline of like my persona.
What?
I was like, whoa,
Wow.
yeah.
That's kind
it
of
was,
weird.
like,
That's kind of cool
It
though.
was crazy. It was cool. But that's like LSD fucking shit you
That-
No,
just
that's no,
fucking
because I was
described.
pissed. I was like, what the fuck? My family wouldn't lace my shit. They don't do hard shit. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, did they lace it? So I call him the next day and I'm like, I'm not mad, but like, what was in that? And he's like, no way, you had a THC trip. And they called me over to his house and he's like, explaining it all to me. He's like, I promise it's not laced. I don't do anything but weed. Like, you're totally fine. You just tripped off of 1,000 milligrams. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was bananas. So now every time I take an edible, it's like a 50-50 gamble if I have a good time or I just have the worst time of my life. It really
Yeah,
is.
you know,
I
once
personally
you-
just hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once
they
you
fucking
have like
suck,
one
dude.
negative experience, you psychologically, like your brain is like primed for that, so you're a lot more
Yeah.
likely to just like.
Oh,
put
that
yourself
makes
into
sense
that
because ever
state.
since then, I don't do it anymore because I've
Yeah.
had two similar shitty experiences. Not tripping, but just like really
Yeah.
shitty.
That's why it
Like,
sucks
look-
if your first time is shitty, because then like every time is gonna like feel
Yeah.
like shit.
And like low key, actually, like kind of like placebo effect is like kind of real. Like you can kind of
It
psych
is.
yourself. You
100%.
can
Yeah,
psych
you can
yourself
super
into
psych
stuff.
yourself
Yeah.
out, dude. It's
Yep.
crazy.
100%.
That shit scares me.
Wow.
Yeah, usually when I do weed, I just like either get really weird or I just spill all my secrets to whoever's in the room.
Oh, I have the time of my fucking life, dude. If I smoke a
Yeah.
blunt, I'm having the time of my goddamn life. I smoke like once every 3 weeks, and I'm having a ball. Like I'm
You
having
ever
a
do it on
fun.
stream?
I did do a high Minecraft stream, and the highlight clip. I was in the Nether. I don't remember saying this, and I'm in the Nether, and I've been running for 5 minutes, and I forgot I went to the Nether, and I was like, "Where's this Uber taking me?" I had to teleport back
so
to my
good.
portal.
Dude, that wow. I don't even know what to say to that story.
Yeah, every time I tell that, people are like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
I always feel, but it's like a good story. I feel like it's a fun story. Like it's cool.
It's definitely good because you know, like you remember all the details from it.
Oh, dude, I could like
Yeah,
if
I'm
I could,
surprised you remember it at all.
dude, if I could animate it in my head and then put it on a computer, it could look exactly. I will never
Wow.
forget it. So vivid.
That-
I mean, it
yeah.
killed my anxiety and OCD. Like, I shit you not. The next day I woke up and like, for an example, I would go turn on my bathroom light and I would turn it on 5 times or else something bad would happen. And I turned it on once and I had no anxiety and I was like, what the fuck? And I went through my whole day and like nothing, it was all gone. Like I had never experienced it ever since.
Damn.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. I wouldn't do that, but I did something similar.
I wouldn't advise it.
And then no, like turning on the light like over and
Oh,
over again. I used
okay,
to like
okay.
just take like a million screenshots on my phone for whatever fucking reason. And I just like couldn't stop. And then like I tried weed a few times. Like the first few times it was just like fun or whatever. And then like one time I just had like this crazy like experience where I just like felt like I became one with like nature. And since then I've just been like completely grounded and like like my ego is just like gone. And like I
Yeah.
don't like have like that. I don't do that shit anymore. Like I don't like have those like impulses anymore. And it's like whoa.
Oh, that's so nice, dude.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah. And like I'm like, is it the
Man.
weed or am I just getting older? Am I brain developing? Like what is it?
You guys have like all
You know?
these experiences and stuff, dude. Anytime I would fucking take an edible or something, my body would just like separate from like my mind would
Severance.
separate from the physical, and I would be watching myself make a fucking fool out of myself, like in real time. I'd be like, dude,
Aw.
this sucks.
Oh, that
Oh,
sucks.
you're like outside looking.
I know
through
a
the
couple
outside.
people like that who can't, like, that's what they do at parties and they get high and they
It's
can't do it.
awful, man. Yeah, like I'm literally outside looking in and like watching myself fuck up. I'm like,
Yeah,
and
that
I'm
doesn't sound good.
completely cognizant of it. Like my brain is like,
Oh, that's so
don't
hard.
do this,
dude.
don't say that, don't be so awkward. And it's just happening. So it's like, oh no.
it's like you become like your anxiety and your body just like becomes like a different person.
Yeah, that's a good way to
You're just, like,
describe
your
it.
anxiety watching. Or
Yeah.
Sheesh. That's tough.
But Reef, you know your story. Have you ever heard of Midnight Gospel on like Netflix?
Dude, I started watching it after that. That show was really
That's
good.
what it reminds. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
It's like the same vibe.
People told me
That
to
show
watch
is
after I
really
told
good.
that high story, and I went and
Dude.
watched it. And it's really good.
The last episode of Midnight Gospel made me bawl my fucking eyes out.
I
more than, like,
haven't seen it,
anything
but I
in the
saw
world.
clips of it, and I know what
Oh
happens,
my
and
god,
it's so
it's
sad.
so sad.
I tried
It's
watching
so
BoJack,
sad.
and I crashed the fuck out after 4
I
episodes.
don't blame you. I don't
Dude,
blame
no,
you.
I like that's how my life was. Not to that extent, but like watching my friends and shit, and not like drug, but like the amount of stress and like shit and happens in LA and like all the money getting to your head and fame and like people really doing hard drugs. I started watching the show. I was like, oh my god, like this show's so funny. And I was like, oh, I kind of feel that. Oh god, I hate this. Every 4 episodes, I'd have to
I've never
crash
seen
out.
it.
Did you
I've never
did you ever
seen it.
finish BoJack?
Oh fuck no! I literally
Dude.
watched 3 episodes and I will actually have like an ego death or like a
Dude,
weird vibe.
the ending's so
the finale
good.
would have broken you.
Yeah,
the finale is fucking
Oh, I
sad as
watched-
fuck.
Yeah.
I watched the finale. My
Okay.
toxic trait is that people hate it. Is if I willingly know I will never watch a show, I will go watch how it ends, and I'll watch a 30-minute YouTube essay. I'll
Yeah.
watch an essay
I have
about
a
the
friend that
entire
does that.
show, get the story, and then
Well,
watch
we
the
were just
ending.
talking about that. Yeah, you watch like the movie, like the quick reviews, right?
No, dude, yeah, I can tell you how like 80% of horror movies end because I love horror in a sense of like from a secondhand watch. I'll never watch a horror movie.
Oh, I hate
But I'll watch
watching
a
horror movies,
45-minute breakdown and be like,
Oh,
damn, that's
yeah.
a fucking good movie, dude.
I love horror movies.
Yeah.
man.
I
I
can't
don't
do
know.
it.
I can't do jump scares. I just can't do jump scares. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
jump scares
I love
might
it.
be
I love it
the
so
Dude,
much.
dude.
I love it.
During October, just every night I'll watch a horror movie just to get ready for Halloween.
Damn.
God, I love it.
Yeah.
I actually
One
just
of-
recently saw The
Yeah.
Lighthouse. Oh, that
The
movie.
Lighthouse? I don't know if I've seen that.
I never heard of that.
Like,
With
I-
what's his face from Twilight?
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe, and he played the vampire from Twilight.
I've never seen Twilight
Robert
either.
Patterson.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson, yeah, because that movie was so good.
Trying to remember the last horror movie I like. I had a thing when I was a kid where if I fell asleep watching a movie, I would dream it. So that's why I had to be really. No, it was fucked up, dude. I fell asleep watching All Dogs Go to Heaven. I loved it. Dreamed the entire plot as Charlie. I'd watch Phineas and Ferb. I'd be in a Phineas and Ferb episode, dreaming the entire thing. It was kind of a superpower, but if it was like the wrong media, it would fuck me up majorly.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you got like a super active imagination.
No, I think I have a hyperactive one. I think I have a hyperactive one.
I think you do.
I did those tests where you can like imagine like the apple or something. Like how do y'all actually? That's a good question. When y'all think of an apple, how do you see it? Because in my whole childhood, my whole life, I can zoom in on the apple. I can see molecules on the apple. I can see the red. I can see water drops. I can turn it around. Some people just can't do that. They just see like a drawing or something.
I can like I can like see it, but like I can like do weird shit. Like I can like grow a bunch of trees out of it, but I can't like get super detailed on it. Like I can't,
really
like yeah, I can't super detailed, but like I can kind of see it and do weird shit to it. But it's actually funny to bring this up because one of my friends got really pissed that one of our other friends couldn't see an apple at all. He was like, "How can you not see an apple,
dude?
I don't know, man. I just can't see it." And they're like,
dude, it kind of is a crash out because it's weird to imagine not being able to see that. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, he crashed out. He's like, "How can you not fucking see the apple? I literally don't understand you."
That's so funny.
Just
dude.
look at the fucking apple, man. Just think of it. Just think of it. Come on.
One of my friends is that type where they can't imagine an image; it's just words or something, and that's insane to me to think about.
Yeah, I mean, like I've heard that there are people that like don't have a inside voice, like where you like hear yourself thinking or whatever, and people just like don't have.
Yeah, that's insane too. I've heard of that where you just don't have a voice.
Yeah.
Like work, like pictures?
Chat members, do any of you guys not have a voice inside your head whenever you think?
I don't think Jay does, but maybe I'm
like
tweaking.
if somebody doesn't, that's like I always like it's I don't get like scared, but it's just like, oh man, I'm like kind of worried about you because like that's like your whole like what I should and should not do in life to like protect my body from like. You ever heard of the term call of the void?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
They changed the name, the call of the void, to something more scientific and like lame, but the actual scientific term was call of the void. And it's so badass sounding because it's the inhibitor in your brain that like tells you, okay, don't do this thing or you'll hurt yourself. For example, if you go step on the side of a building, and then you ever get that like random feeling, like, what if I just jumped off right now?
Yeah, you're like thinking about like, damn, I could really jump right now.
I could just jump off right now.
Intrusive thoughts.
It's intrusive thoughts. Exactly.
Oh, is that what it's? Okay.
That's what it is. Yeah, call of the void, and that is your brain playing that scenario to protect you.
Oh,
being like, okay, so you could do this, and then you would die. So don't do it.
That's
and then you don't.
Huh.
That's
super
crazy.
interesting. Yeah.
Wow.
One time when I was speaking of the inner monologue thing, I cried when it happened. It's still freaky. So I was leaving. I used to work at a coffee shop, and I had to be there before the sun came up. I don't know how the fuck I did it. And I was pulling out of my neighborhood, and I lived back. I grew up on an island, so I was like in the woods, off on the water, and the road to go to like another island was right next to my house, and it was pretty busy a lot. The speed limit was like 45, 40, whatever. And I was taking a right at 5 a.m, and it's all trees and water. No house, you can't see shit. And in my mind, I was like, dude, if someone didn't have their headlights on, I would get fucking whomped if I like wasn't looking. And I pulled up to the stop sign, and like bad Reef at 5 a.m, I would roll it sometimes because it's 5 in the fucking morning on an island, like no one's out. And I thought that thought as I was pulling up, and I stopped my truck and I looked to my left. I never used to really look like that hard. And a car came flying 50 with no headlights on. And it was like,
whoa,
it was like a foot away from slamming my truck. And I started crying on my way to work, and I got to work and I went to my manager. I was like, I just had the craziest experience ever. Like, I'm crying. I just imagined it and it happened. And it's like a really weird story.
Damn.
That's crazy.
And if any other morning, I would literally never really look and just roll that shit because it's 5 a.m. And now I'm pretty intimate about looking no matter what time of day. I know. At 5 a.m, dead roads.
Your spidey senses were tingling.
I had done that. I had done that like hundreds of times. Like that was my work routine, and I'd never ever seen a car out until that one day.
Wow.
Naughty Reef.
That's
that's scary.
Might be. Oh my god. Yeah.
No, it's all good.
Chat. Always stop at the stop signs.
Yeah, guys,
PSA.
actually stop at stop signs. Like, even if you drive that thing every single day and you know there's never a car, you should not roll it. I was a bad dog.
Take it from Reef.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
obey the stop sign.
No, I love driving, y'all. One of my friends had a really fast car. She's like, "Do you want to drive it?" And I'm like, "Do I want to fucking drive it? We're on a 4-hour road trip. Give me the damn keys, girl." And I was on a back road in the country going like 140, 120 to 30.
Wow.
Paddle shifters. I was so locked in. Like, I had rap music playing. And then I get off of that road and a state trooper gets behind me.
Oh.
And I was like, it has like a pretty fancy car. Like, I can see exactly how fast I'm going in a technical dash. I lock it in at the speed limit. My friend's like, "Reef, you are so fucked. Like, you know that state trooper probably heard you or knew what you were doing." And he turns on his lights. And I'm like, "Oh, I just lost my license. I just lost my fucking license right there." I was going literally 100 over the speed limit. And he pulls me over. Most southern cop ever. "Hey, buddy, I'm gonna be honest with you. I read the plates wrong. I'm so sorry. I love this car. Nice car. Is this your vehicle?" And I was like,
Oh
"No,
my
it's hers." And he's
God,
like, "Buddy, I'm so sorry. I put in a 4 instead of a 5. And I already have my lights on, so I had to pull you over. I'm so sorry, man. But be safe out here. That looks like a lot of fun." And he went back to his car, didn't take my ID or anything.
Wow.
And I was
What
shaking. I was like,
the
"Oh my God. Little does he know. Little does he fucking know."
You're the luckiest motherfucker out there, man.
Dude, you were going 100 over. I mean,
Yeah,
when I
easily
think of
100.
southern state troopers, I think of like the guys with the Hellcats that are like about to like they're looking for any excuse to just like.
Dude, no,
knock
growing
your
up in the
shit
South, those motherfuckers are. I've been pulled over 10 times. I think we should get that out of the water right
Wow.
Okay.
now. Okay. Every time I've been pulled over, so I've been pulled over because I was a DD. Like, I don't drink, I'm sober, so I would always DD for people. And you're driving on an island at 4 a.m. You're the only car on the road on a Friday night. The cops are like, "We're pulling you over for absolutely no reason, because what the fuck are you doing out right now with 7 people in your car?" So I've always been stopped. I've always had people be like, I always tell a cop, like, "I'm the DD. Here's my license." They're all hammered. It's okay. And usually it's fine, but I've always had a tail light out. I always drive other people's cars, or their cars, tail light out, headlight out. I didn't know about it. Expired tags on one car. I just always get fucked up, dude. Always.
Oh my
Always got pulled
God.
over.
Wow.
It was
Yeah,
ruthless.
I've only gotten pulled over a few times, but acting as straight as possible has saved me almost every time. Like, one time I was with my friend and they're a girl, and the cop was like, "Can you step out?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, is he about to like test me for DUI?"
You had to step out?
Something? Yeah, I had to step out.
I've
and talk
never
him
had to
outside,
step
and he's
out of a
like-
car.
And he's like,
Wow.
and he explains, he's like, "Sorry, I just didn't want to embarrass you in front of the lady. Why are you going so fast? You're trying to impress the girl." And I calculated, I was like, okay, what's more likely to get me out of this ticket? Saying I'm a little fat, or saying that I'm just trying to impress this girl and take her home? I'm like, perhaps I was being a little rambunctious, sir. We're heading to her house, which was a complete lie. And he's like, "Buddy, I understand. Just stay safe, okay? Have a good night."
Oh my God.
He didn't take anything. He just
I
let
was
me
being a
go.
little rambunctious.
Dude, that's
I was being a
crazy.
little rambunctious, sir.
So my grandma loves fast cars, so she had a pretty fast, fancy car, and I would take that bitch out and rip it. I'd go get my iced latte in that hoe. And I got pulled over one day for a taillight out on the car, and he pulled up behind me. He comes up to my window, doesn't say anything. He's like, "Is this your or your daddy's car?" And I was like, "My daddy's." And he's like, "Well, tell your daddy needs a new taillight in this thing." And then he just walked away. I was like, "What the fuck was that? Are you fucking serious?" I was like, "Dude, I said it's my grandma's car." And he's like, "Well, tell grandma she needs a new taillight out." And I was like, "Okay." And didn't take my ID, didn't take anything, walked back to his car and drove. I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" That was one of the times I got pulled over. I was like, "What the hell?" So rude. I was like, "You're a hater, dude."
Honestly,
Yeah,
you never
I'm a
gotta get like pulled out. You never get out of the car.
Wow.
I've never had a ticket. I've actually had a ticket for
That's
expired tags, and I got it wiped.
That's impressive. No
It was always
ticket.
stupid shit. I never, like, when I speed, like, there's a radar detector in the car. I know what I'm doing. If I'm on a certain road, I know what I'm doing. It was always taillights, expired tags, license plate lights, or just because I was driving at 4 a.m., it was suspicious, and they pulled me over to see if I was drunk. That's all it ever was.
Wow.
So, I was pretty chilling. I'm surprised the cops didn't know me at that point. Like, damn. I was like, there's a very few of y'all on this.
God damn it,
Yeah, I was
it's
like, there's
Reef
not that
again.
many cops on this island, so y'all gonna have to start. I'm a regular at the fucking at the pullover station here, guys.
They love you. They just pull you over and say hi.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, what's going on, Reef? What are you doing tonight? Going back out? You stole the DD, huh?" I'm like, "Yep, stole the DD, same car."
You're good. Thanks.
Oh, how are those tags?
Yeah, how'd you get those tags?
Please, let me escort you home. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, for real. They're like, "Yeah, take me home, y'all. I got all these people in the
You
back."
need a gold card? You need a gold card, Reef?
Gold card, dude. One of my dude living in a small town, last names can get you out of like any ticket ever. That was crazy work too. It was insane.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, hey, yo, Reef, we got to talk about the thing, by the way. We got to talk about
The thing?
I mean, you knew it was coming.
Yeah, I knew it. Go ahead, let it out.
You knew it was coming. Right? All right.
Oh, let's see what this is.
Okay, I got to preface this question.
Okay.
Real quick. So
here we go.
When you guys go to the, I mean, you knew it was coming, Reef.
No, let it sing. Let that timer sing. Let's hear it.
When you guys go to the bathroom, you wash your hands, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Anybody gonna say yes? Anybody gonna say yes?
Oh, I'm about to go.
Dude, I do it.
Sometimes
I even do the surgeon method where like scrub like each singular finger and like up to like the forearm.
Oh, hell no.
Perfect. All right, so do you wash your hands when you number one?
Yeah. Well,
okay, so here's my let hear me out on this.
Damn right, Banjo. Damn right, Banjo. I hear they hear me out, Banjo.
If there's no contact with my dick, what's the point? Why am I?
Thank you. Banjo, I'm about to air out this.
Dude, there's so many particles and like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, Reef does not wash his hands after number one. He uses his big toe to flush the fucking toilet. Okay.
Oh. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay, y'all. I'm about to blow y'all's mind because I will not say it on Whiskey Stream, but I'm gonna say it fucking here, all right?
Okay.
So listen.
All right.
Listen. So when I'm in my office, right? In my office, I go to the bathroom. I do not turn on the light. The toilet bowl lid is already up. I walk in there. I put my underwear down.
Exactly.
I don't touch my dick. I pee. I flush it with my foot, and I walk out.
How do you? We talk about that. How do you not touch your dick, dude? Like,
I just flop it over the briefs.
You just flop it out.
That's dangerous, man. That's dangerous.
It's like a fire hose.
You know what?
Though.
It's a simple strategy. We call it the pop it and flop it. We pop it.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's not hard.
Hey, there's no contact.
No.
Dude, it's like a damn fire hose.
No, I stand over the toilet and I aim it and it just flops out and I just pee and I just walk out.
Exactly. Thank you.
I have no. Okay, whatever.
And here's the tea. Here's the tea. So if you wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, but I'm about to blow y'all's minds. So y'all wash your hands, right? When you pull up your underwear, you get like a dribble or two in there, whatever, who cares? That's being a man, whatever. When you walk back to your office, if you're not wearing pants, like I don't wear pants in my office, I just wear my underwear because like it's my fucking office. I know damn well every single person here in this chat puts their hands on their crotch while they're playing games at some point that night.
Exactly.
Touches their dick at some point because it's like a fidget toy. You're gonna touch your balls. So
I was in
so y'all fucking do that and you're gonna air me out. I'm like, no way.
But listen, you're not. You're
Harry.
peeing all over the place is the thing.
But you touch your balls that you just dribbled a little bit of pee in that day while you were pissing, and now you're touching your balls.
Fidget toy.
You touch your face.
You
touch your keyboard. You touch your phone.
I'm just gonna say it. This is like a wild hill to die on because
dude, I'm dying on this fucking hill.
Because it's like you could die on literally any other hill that's like for a good cause, but you're like, no, I don't wash my hands after I fucking piss.
Oh,
guys. Okay. Also, let me state: if I'm at someone's house, at a party, at a restaurant, at a store, anywhere, even at cons, in my own hotel room, if there's another person in that room or in that area, I will always wash my hands.
You say like even at cons, like that's like a noble thing to do.
He used to not do it, but now he does.
No, because like in my hotel room, my roommates, like I'm gonna go pee. Obviously, while I'm like in the bed hanging out in the mornings, I still wash my hands. Even if it is my little space for the con, I'm still gonna wash them.
Like it's noble though. There's other people
because like
there.
at my own house, I wouldn't wash my hands. Like, why would I wash them?
Look at you, being a stand-up guy.
You know what it is?
So got a
it's
noble
not noble.
thing.
It's that me and Reef see through like the binds of society, the unnecessary binds, and we're choosing out of kindness to accommodate those people who
exactly.
You guys are acting like you are better than us right now by not washing your hands.
This is so bizarre to me because
nobody.
I talk about this with so many people. This is a topic that always gets brought up.
Yeah.
And it's always the people who don't wash their hands who are like, "What? You guys are the weirdos. What the fuck? You wash your
I
hands?
get prefaced as the weirdo. I get prefaced as the fucking weirdo.
It's because you are. That is weird. That is like.
It's because.
Okay, Harvey.
Yes.
It's because we're being put on the defensive.
What
so
on earth? When you go to okay, so if you're in my shoes, Harvey, you go to the bathroom, right? You don't touch anything. You pee and you walk out. What the literal hell changed on your hands? What the hell is on your hands right now?
Think about it like this: if you touch your arm that's clean and you touch your balls that are also clean, what do I have to wash? What do I have to wash?
Also, I have clean balls. Like I'm a clean. I'm clean.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that video of like? This is why you should always put down the lid when you flush the toilet.
Yeah, and you should do that when you flush, and I will do that. I'll with my foot, I'll pull the lid down.
But also, dude, do you ever Do you ever see that video of the guy who gets like the light, the whatever the fuck?
The black light
thing, the black light or whatever, and it's like I'm gonna do a black light while my friend pisses.
It's so
and
gross.
It's, just like,
it's so gross.
everywhere.
Oh my god.
Counterpoint. If you live your life based on what is like microscopically going on around us, you're never going to go to a city. You're never going to a restaurant. You know how disgusting every surface in your life is? If you focus your life on a microscopic level, you're never going to be happy.
Now we're moving the goalposts a little bit, I think, because we're talking about going to the bathroom.
All right.
So to answer Reef's question, I'm gonna say everybody learned growing up to wash your hands after you go to the bathroom. Whatever you do.
Yeah, I did, and I realized it was fucking stupid if I was just peeing and touching anything.
Dude.
You know what else? Fucking dumb. Why am I washing my damn hands? There ain't no reason to do this. I'm not doing it. Also, someone brought up the soy sauce story.
Bro, yo, listen. I'm just gonna say right now, like, hey, watch out for Reef's doorknobs.
What? If you touch your balls at your desk, you touched your doorknobs. They're already foul. They're already gross. They're already gross.
You know what? It's funny because me and Harry were just talking about this. I was like, Harry, you play with your balls, right? And he's like, what? I'm like, you just be like fondling that shit sometimes. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, don't fucking lie to me. I know you fucking play with your balls, bro.
One hand on my balls, one hand on the mouse. That's how I be playing games sometimes.
Exactly.
Y'all.
Like, it's like a fidget toy.
Banjo, is
It's
this
a fidget toy.
is this
squishy.
the fidget toy you play with on streams?
Okay, I don't think my contract says I'm not allowed to answer that, but maybe it could be.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe on stream when I'm playing a really beat-ass game and I'm bored, I might have my hand on my balls.
All I'm gonna say, it's always good to wash your hands more.
It is good to wash your hands more. You're right. You're right.
I actually have to rebuke that. I have to rebuke that.
Before we get into this argument, bro, you know what's really funny about streamers when they're doing VR chat? You can always tell when they're scratching their balls.
Dude, I hate that shit so much.
Dude, I get called out on that a lot.
No, I will end my stream and see a clip called Reef touches his balls and I'm digging for gold on my balls. I'm playing VR chat and I'm just digging. I'm just a hand on my balls all the time. Someone did it on one of your fucking game shows. Someone sent me a clip.
I know.
And I was like, oh my god. I literally do that for that many people.
Oh my god.
And to be fair, I'm just like adjusting them. I'm not like I'm just adjusting my balls. I'm just like whatever.
But nobody could tell. Like whenever because I wear like super tight boxers when I'm in my VR, and that's literally
you know
it.
what?
I don't wear anything else.
Honestly, I would just own it. Yeah, I was playing with my balls. Now what? Now
what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, I'm playing with those motherfuckers. I'm
proud of it.
Speaking of balls, I think this conversation, someone brought it up.
Okay.
So there was this TikTok. That's so embarrassing, bro. There was this TikTok trend that I saw a bunch. I should have known, and it was the girls tricking the guys. A bunch of girls were like, "My boyfriend dipped his balls in soy sauce and said you could taste it. You have taste buds in your balls." So I had just moved in with my boyfriend. I'm in our kitchen, and we have a big thing of soy sauce, like a big thing of soy sauce to fill up our little soy sauce container. And I'm like, "Oh my god, I have balls and I have soy sauce. I'm gonna test this out." So I walk in my kitchen. It's like nighttime. I have the big light on. And I'm butt ass naked and I'm trying to see if I can taste the soy sauce. And I'm like, damn, I still can't taste the fucking soy sauce. So I do it once. I let it marinate for like a minute. And I'm like, I still can't taste it. So I pour it out.
You didn't tell me that part, dude. You never told me that. You
gotta let
it marinate. All right, it's the strat. It's the
because I was like, maybe I couldn't taste it because they didn't sit there long enough. So I pour it out and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going down without a fight. Maybe the second time's a charm. Oh my god. So I pour another little bowl and I dip them in there. I'm like, I'm gonna sit here for like 5 minutes. Like, surely they will intake this scent and I can taste it. And my boyfriend walks in the kitchen as I'm butt ass naked, balls sitting in a bowl of soy sauce. And he's like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm like,
this is crazy.
I saw TikTok. You could taste the soy sauce.
Wait a minute.
And he's like,
I'm just gonna say, did you like crouch over the bowl and
I was holding it.
Lifting it? Okay,
no, I was holding it. I was holding it.
Dude,
no, I was not
crouching into but I think crouched over the soy sauce.
Yeah, I was holding it. And he walked in. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, oh, someone said on TikTok, you can dip your balls in soy sauce. He hates TikTok. He'll never download it. He's like, you saw this on TikTok. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you really think that you can dip your balls in soy sauce and you can taste it? And yeah, it's fun, guys. You cannot taste it, but there is taste buds in your ball sack. Just so you guys know, there actually is. Period.
There is actually.
Yeah. Not on the outside though. Probably a good thing there isn't.
Dude.
Okay.
I haven't had an emote for it. You probably saw in chat.
I
was like,
see,
oh,
I see that
emote.
emote, the Reef soy sauce emote.
Yeah, this comes up many times.
One of my favorite things is every time there's a bit or like a silly story and people think it's funny, I try to buy an emote for it. I think it's so cute. I'm like, oh, it's like a little trophy.
Oh my
it's a little trophy
god,
from me being dumb.
What is this combo? Why it's the lick emote with okay. All right.
Yeah.
Don't look at my emotes, Mitchell. Someone ban Mitchell, please. Chat ban Mitchell.
Yeah,
Don't
into the audio listeners, the emote is 2 tennis balls that are wet with some kind of substance, probably soy sauce, is what it looks like.
Yeah, no, the tennis balls fell in the mud at a tennis match. It's nothing. Harvey, don't be weird.
Right.
Don't be weird.
Sorry. Yeah, I was just
Thank you.
context clues.
No.
Yes, Banjo.
I think with this stream, I'm definitely going to hell. I think that seals the deal.
What makes you think you're going to hell?
Oh, that's okay. I think we've done enough damage. We don't have to.
I don't even.
That for
Okay. I'll let that marinate. I'll let that marinate like my balls did.
Oh god. Yeah,
Dude.
you're a pro marinator.
Dude, okay, but
I'm talking about that later. I'm gonna tell them that you marinated them.
Bring it up. Guys, listen.
Bring that shit up.
Free will is a beautiful thing, and like in a weird like non-motivational way, or like even a motivational way. Like there are so many things you're always too scared to do because of what others may think. Now I did dip my balls in soy sauce, and that video might have gotten 30,000 views, and I get called soy sauce balls dog all the time. But like, who cares? Like, it's funny, it's silly. I'm like, oh, this is like that's why people I don't take it serious. I'm like, yeah, it's a funny story. It's silly. Yeah.
You know what it is? The root of a lot of like what brings people down is they're concerned about like, you know, popularity or, you know, fitting in, and it's just like, who give a fuck? Like if you're
dip your balls in soy sauce, dude. Just do it. Come on.
Yeah, we all got some fucked up stories. We all got some fucked up.
I'll opt out. I'll opt out of bringing up our whiskeys. I'll opt out heavy right now, but I'll be back later.
Yeah, I'm all about doing crazy whimsical shit. Like
and I remember. Yeah, I think this is like kind of off topic, kind of weird, but I think it's on the topic of doing shit without caring what other people think.
Okay.
So there was this bracelet called Pura Vida. Have any of y'all ever heard of that? I don't know if that's like a beach thing. I think it got kind of popular.
I don't think so.
If you Google it, if anybody's listening, you Google it. It's basically a colored bracelet that's kind of really beachy. And at surf shops, I love surf shops. I would buy them. Like, oh, these are cool. They come in all these different colors. I wear them to the beach. And all my straight friends were like, I can't believe Reef is wearing that bracelet. Like, Reef likes guys, like, blah, 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 like classic banter of 18-year-olds. And then all the girls at the beach were like, wait, Reef, that is so cool. Like, that, why does that make you more hot? Like, that's kind of hot. And they were hyping me up. And I shit you not, 2 weeks later, every single guy who had called me gay for wearing it had a fucking Pura Vida bracelet. And they wear it to this fucking day. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you guys called me gay when we were 18 for wearing that, and you're still wearing that shit. So suck my nuts. Like, I can't say that shit.
Yeah, it's like, who decides what is acceptable?
Yeah,
it's just like insecure 18-year-olds. Yeah. Also, by no one's surprise, I'm gonna pee my pants, so y'all behave.
Okay.
All right. So, well, welcome to our second Reef bathroom break of the evening.
That was a shorter interval than.
Yeah, what was the time for that? Do we have a timer for going?
It was about 40 minutes.
Yeah, around 40 minutes. I was always gonna think that the Rhino episode we had was gonna be our most unhinged episode, and I think like this episode just knocked it out of the park.
Guys, if you haven't heard of BARQ and you want to make local furry friends, it is the way to go. We're coming up on 250,000 users. We're 4,000 away from 250,000 users. That's just crazy. No! That's crazy. We're a non-profit organization, so we're not going to steal your money, and I think that's always a plus. So check out BARQ, guys, and guess what? ReefRuff will be back soon, and he's gonna probably not have washed his hands. So get ready for that. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
I always say that, dude. I'm always like, what? Because like he'll do it like 6-7 times on stream. I'm just like, did you do it? It's like, you know, I didn't.
You don't gotta ask.
I do even gotta ask.
So I'm guessing this is why his name Piss Paws. I guess this is.
Yeah.
So did you wait? So Whiskey, did you say that he flushes it with his toe?
Yeah,
what the fuck? I just went back to.
Sometimes he'll use his foot. He said he'll use his foot. Yeah.
I just washed my hands for you guys, by the way.
Oh, dude, you shouldn't have.
Really? That's crazy. Didn't it feel good?
Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Wow.
Yeah, thank you for a round of applause. Thank you.
Maybe you'll have like another like out of body experience, but this time when you wake up, you're like, man, I just gotta wash my hands.
I just wash my hands. No,
it wasted my time.
It was such a waste of time. That's what I thought about. I was like, this is such a waste of 20 seconds.
the light orb is gonna be like, yo, I mean, this is even more important than whatever the fuck I was talking about last time. What the fuck are you doing with the fucking washing your hands shit, dude?
Yeah, like, what do you think you're doing? Who do you think you are? Yeah, but y'all, I'm just being innovative and I'm fast and I get it. Like, y'all don't understand that.
It
like,
is innovative. Okay, innovative is a way to put it.
Flushing it with my foot is normal. It's whatever.
He'll
Guys,
be like, let's look at your life, and he'll show you like a reality where you're getting flushed down a toilet. And he's gonna be like, that's gonna be you.
That's gonna be you flushing the toilet. And guys, I sometimes I get a little pee on my hand and I wash my hands. Like, that's valid. I'll wash them then. But if I don't feel or see anything, I'm not washing those mugs. Ain't no reason.
I think my favorite Reef comment tonight is the implication that part of being a man is accepting a few little driplets of piss soaking in your underwear.
That is so real, though.
Yeah?
Like, tell me it doesn't happen. Like, that's a thing.
No, I mean, I'm gonna
and then y'all tell me, hey, Reef, you didn't wash your
yeah.
balls. That's so weird. And you come and sit at your desk. You got like 2 little drops in your boxers, hand on your damn balls, and you touch your keyboard and phone. I'm like,
I'm just gonna let Reef speak for the.
I've
Preach, brother.
Okay, guys,
preach.
This is gonna come as a shock to some of you, but I've spoken to women before, and we've actually had bathroom conversations. I know, but
okay,
we've had
Banjo.
bathroom conversations. I know. I get around. I'm crazy, Banjo. But they're like, so wait, you don't wipe after you piss? And I'm like, no. And they go,
no, I've heard that before too. You just dangle it a little bit. He was like, bop, bop,
no,
bop.
you just
Do a little shimmy shake.
a little driplets, and
Yeah, a little shake.
It's like it's never even there. It's like you don't even know it's there.
No, dude, the other day I woke up at like 4 in the morning to go piss. And I pissed all my floor because I was like dead asleep. And I had to sit there. No, this is actually hella embarrassing. I had to go pee. That's what I mean. I don't have a filter. I don't give a fuck.
No, I respect it.
I got
respect
up
it.
4 in the morning and I had to pee really, really bad. And I'm starting to pee and I'm like, damn, I don't hear the water.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh wait, I don't hear the fucking water. And I look down and there's a puddle next to my toilet. So I have to, at 4 in the morning, dead asleep, I have to go grab the Clorox, paper towels on hands and knees, cleaning up my own piss at 4 in the morning. I was like, dude, this is so fucking demeaning. I can't wait till my shit about this. And then I went to bed.
When I was
Can't wait to talk
younger,
about this
and like
later.
when I was in early middle school, I used to just piss in the kitchen sink.
Ew.
Like if it was really late.
Okay, what the
Wait,
fuck? Like,
okay.
whoa.
How would you do
Whoa.
that? Did you like stay on
I
the
didn't
kitchen
want to wake
counter?
up my parents. No, I'd pee into the sink. I'm like, oh, I don't want to wake up my parents. Better go pee in the kitchen sink. So I would just pee in the kitchen sink.
But like, how did you reach it? If you were in like middle school, you.
Well, I mean, my kitchen sink is pretty low. It's kind of
Okay.
it's like slop sink height.
Dude, what?
Like a
You're
cartwheel,
insane
yes,
for that, bro. You're
behemoth.
insane
Like
for
yeah,
that.
he's a cartwheel to piss in the sink.
I can't
But if
believe
they were
it.
like, but it was good because like if there
No
was
one,
dishes, I'd be
no
like,
one
oh,
tried
this
getting
is
that
a
out of
good
you, Banjo. You just said it. Someone in chat said that. No one's getting this out of you. No one's trying pressuring you to say these things. Like, you just aired that
I don't
out.
give a fuck. I used to pee in the sink, and you know what? I wouldn't be the person I am today without my sink pissing.
You know
out.
what? Actually, here, I'll share pretty. This is like one of my biggest clutch moments in my life, actually. It's like top 10. So I was wearing khaki pants to school. I don't know. None of y'all have to show this ever happened to you, but I don't know if you've ever thought you whipped it out fully, but it got caught on fabric and you peed a little on the fabric. So I was wearing khaki fucking pants. I go to pee and I pee for like literally 3 seconds. And I'm like, oh my God, my dick was caught in my pants. And I had peed like a tiny patch on my khaki pants. And I was like, dude, I'm cooked. I went up to the sinks, and our sinks were really low. And a thing in our school was it would always be a bit where you look like you pissed yourself because the sinks were so low and so high pressure, they would spray yourself. So at first I'm trying to wipe the pee out and I'm like, okay, it's not going to dry. It's obvious I peed I peed a little bit on my pants. Like, I'm fucked. And I was like, okay, wait, what if I just soaked my pants like I had fucked up at the sink? So I went over to the sink, bent over on the sink to make it look natural, turned on the water on high pressure and soaked my pants. And then I got paper towels. I dried it up. So at this point, it looks like our sink did what our sinks usually do, where you just get your pants wet. I walked back to the classroom and it was a really chill class. And I walked, I was like, y'all, I didn't pee myself. I just bent over those stupid fucking sinks. And everyone started laughing and no one ever thought I peed my pants. I cooked. I low-key cooked there, y'all. I low-key cooked there. That's all I'm gonna say. That was like a clutch up moment right there.
That's like some like Better Call Saul like scheme level fucking shit.
No,
right
high IQ. I brought it up before anybody else could, so I embarrassed myself. Haha, guys, look, it looks like I peed my pants because I bent over our sinks. And it was a bit. Like, if you ever washed your hands and you sat like within a foot of the sink, your pants would get soaked with such high pressure.
I get it.
Yeah, so I played that shit, y'all. I played that shit.
You know,
Someone said Banjo has a piss drawer.
Oh God.
I do not have a piss drawer.
You know, I'll bring this up because we're talking about piss stories here. I have one myself.
Yeah, I'm not surprised this episode went to this.
Yeah.
Just so you know, the thumbnail's gonna be like, I peed my pants or something.
Yeah.
I pee on my hands. I piss on my hands.
This is Whiskey's fault. This is fully Whiskey's fault.
Whiskey's
by the
fault.
way. I'll blame on
yeah.
Whiskey.
I'm just saying, listen, it's unhinged as hell. I like
it.
Fucking watch your dang hands.
Unbelievable.
This is a bit of a short story, but when I was younger, whenever I had to, oh my god, I just remember a way worse story. I can't tell it on stream actually. But
boo.
For the other story, when I was like very young, I would walk around the house, you know, butt ass naked as kids usually do, and I would walk around butt ass naked with Lightning McQueen Crocs on, and I would wear a Indiana Jones belt.
Wouldn't you like go outside too in like the yards?
And whenever I had to pee when I was in this outfit, it was like my like piss outfit. I would walk out in the front yard and just start pissing on the lawn, just butt ass naked, Lightning McQueen Crocs.
How old were you?
Oh, I was very young, like maybe like.
Okay, that's like a kid. That's like a little kid. I mean, that's valid.
I still remember it though because I feel like a badass doing it.
Okay, but just imagine like. If he had said like, "Oh, I was 15."
No, if you said you were 15,
it was yesterday.
It was like a few weeks ago, actually.
Dude, you know what? Oh my god, that reminds me of a story actually.
A piss story?
Yeah, the piss outfit. Okay, so I had a friend.
Going.
No.
Okay.
I had a friend in elementary school who would like. Dude, this is wild that this, like, okay, let me preface it. So this is an elementary school thing, okay?
All right.
And I had a friend who we would go to the urinals, right? Or when he would piss at the urinals, not we. And he wouldn't just unzip and piss. He would literally drop trowel, like, fully.
I had a friend that did that as well.
Yeah, so we're talking full ass out. We're talking, you know, whatever.
Man to man.
Nobody told him to not do that. So I went to high school with this guy, and he was still doing it in high school. I'm not even kidding.
Dude, context clues. Like, how do you not see other guys not doing that around your life?
I'm not kidding. I'm not joking.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
He finally stopped doing it in junior year.
Yeah,
dude, where were people not telling him? I would have been like, bro, pull your fucking pants on.
I think just every time he would do it, he would go to the bathroom when there was nobody else in there. And then it would only happen a few times when people would walk in and see it. Yeah.
I'm
that's
all
crazy.
for nonconformity, but there needs to be some boundaries here.
No, I had speaking
get
of
the
fucking
fucking
boundaries
principle
and
at that point.
pissing. This is a good one. So I'm in and out of airports a lot. I like to travel a lot, and I had a layover in airport. It was like 4 a.m, whatever. It was like an hour and a half layover. Very weird flight times. And I'm like, oh, I always pee in the stalls because I fucking hate people walk up next to me while I pee. I get really pee shy. And it's 4 a.m. My gate has like 8 people at it. So I purposely walk like 5 minutes to a bathroom where there's no one at. So it's dead fucking empty in this part of the airport. I walk in, blissful. 20 urinals, not a soul in sight. Like, this might be so peaceful. I'm sitting there peeing, and then someone walks in and goes right fucking next to me in a line of 15 urinals and starts peeing. And I'm like tweaking out. I'm like, what the fuck is it? You could literally hear my pee stop as this guy pulls up next to me. And I'm like, please, just pee already, please. And then I told my stream, and apparently it's called cruising, where like gay guys like do stuff like that to see if you're like down to do something. And I did not know that existed. And I was so uncomfortable and I wanted to cry. And that's my little boundary story.
Damn.
Is that before your anxiety left you?
No, this was after. I just get really pee shy, like really pee shy.
I'm
like
pee
low
shy as
key. 4 a.m. to pull up someone like that in an empty airport, you're a freak. Like, you're a fucking weirdo. I don't care if you're trying to cruise or not.
Being pee shy is such a dog thing. Like, I feel like dogs like hate it when you look at them when they're peeing. They're like, oh.
They just sound like bitching around.
Dude, I'm pee
shy.
Well,
yeah, because like, have you ever had like, you know, like, because like when dogs are peeing or like they're, you know, shitting or whatever, like they're in a vulnerable scenario, so the rest of the pack will come and like protect them. Because like whenever I go to the bathroom, my dog comes over to the door and like sits outside the door to like protect you.
Oh, that's so cute.
You know? because he knows that I'm in like, oh, if somebody broke into the house right now, you're on the toilet. I gotta do something.
Yeah,
That's what
my
me and
dog's
Harry
super
do.
protective.
What?
That's what me and Harry do.
Oh, Harry.
Yeah.
Harry used to get pee and Banjo sits outside.
Yeah.
My dog would follow me out when I went surfing. She would start swimming to me to try and get out to the break, and she couldn't make it, so she'd go sit on the beach and just watch me. And then if I was paddling in, she would start barking and doing circles and run out and fight the waves. I taught her how to surf though, so she knows how to surf. Yeah, I put her on my
That's
board.
awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
On a very small day, I took her out there. She liked it, but once the board stopped, she jumped off and would just start swimming in circles. I'm like, all right, Bear, you guys stay on the board. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, that's so sweet.
Not how it works. Yeah, she's my little baby. Actually, my whole child, I never want kids, and I got her because someone found her on the side of the road. She was a puppy and gave her to me, and I was like, well, I'm a dad now.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's just like being a parent. It really is.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. Actually, no, I couldn't imagine having kids. Dude. I'm at the age now where all my friends are having kids at like 23, and I'm like, God, dude.
Really?
That's scary.
Oh.
Yeah, it scares the shit out of me. All my friends from high school, I'm like, oh, you're pregnant. Wow, I dressed up as a giant dog. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We're on different. We're on
Literally.
different.
My Facebook actually just got hacked recently because I don't use Facebook at all. But I was getting texts like somebody's broken your account. And I was like, oh, dude, I haven't been on this shit in like 10 years. So I had to like go and like unhack it. I was like, let's just see what's going on, dude. Everybody I knew, they're all married with kids. I'm like,
Yeah, it's insane.
What?
I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
it freaks me. I had a dream when I was in love with this girl. I know, Reef was in love with the girl.
Wow.
Shocker. So I used to think I was straight. So I was in love with this girl, and we agreed after college, like we were real, like we basically dated for like 2 years. And she wanted kids. I didn't want kids, obviously. And I had a dream where we were in the hospital and we had a kid, and I woke up. I was like in the dream, and she's in the hospital bed holding this baby. And I'm like, holy fuck, we had a kid. And she's like, I know. I'm like, we're only 19. Why did we do this? She's like, I don't know. I don't want it. And I'm like, I don't want it either. We're fucked. And I was like crashing out of this hospital room. Like, well, how did we not like know this sooner? We just have a kid all of a sudden. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening either. I don't want this kid. I'm like, I don't want it. And that was my dream to mention I should never have a child because I didn't want it.
Dude, you have like what happens? Like something like appears in your dreams and just like tells you like, don't do this. Or
No, I
this.
don't know. That was her. I have lucid dreams. Like I have dreams. I love supercars and shit. And I have dreams like where I'll be driving a Lamborghini. I can feel the Alcantara. I can feel the engine, the G-force. And I'll have a whole dream. I'm just driving around town. I go to my house. I'll just really have these crazy vivid dreams. And I just think it's real. And I'll wake up. I'm like, fuck, dude. That was a really sweet car.
Yeah, I hate it when like dreams are like too good to be real, and then you wake up, you're like, take me back.
Oh yeah, and
Please
you're
take
like,
me
dude.
I have
that.
gambling dreams all the time. Where I
Really?
yeah, because I'll be like, yo, oh my god, $2 million on the and then I'll wake up and it's gotten so bad to the point where like I'll text someone who's like, I'm rich, and then I'll like kind of get out of the
you stop
drive.
out of the dream state. Oh,
Dude, it's so annoying. I had dreams like a new console would come out or something, like when I was a kid, and I'd be like, oh my god, I'm playing the new fucking Mario game, and I'd wake up. Yeah, and I'd wake up, he'd be like, okay, where is it? I'm like, no.
You look for it too. That's so depressing, bro.
Those actually made me cry. Like,
no, those are heartbreaking. Gambling is one of my friends. Oh, wait, what are you saying?
I was gonna say I used to have dreams where I would like have superpowers, and I'd wake up and I'd be so sad that I did not actually have superpowers. I'd be like, fuck.
Really? I never had superpower dreams. I didn't really watch superhero stuff though.
Yeah, me either, actually.
One of my teachers in high school who just taught for fun. He had a poker club or like a card club, whatever. And in like 2000, I think it was like the late 90s, early 2000s when he was still teaching. Him and some students. He taught seniors. So they were all like 19, 18, whatever. They graduated high school, and he's like, "Oh, for your graduation, like, they all could count cards very well." And he's like, "Do y'all want to go to Vegas and hit all these casinos and make money?" So they all went to Vegas and orchestrated it so they could all hit casinos at separate hours and in different outfits. And they made like $100 and something thousand and got banned from every casino in Vegas. And that was their summer trip. They went there, they counted cards. They knew they were going to get banned. Wow. So they had like a strategy to make as much money as possible and how to run the hands so they could just pocket like thousands and thousands and thousands as quick as possible. And they'd be like, hey, you got to leave the casino, you're banned. And they're banned.
I want to learn how to count cards.
Yeah. And my teacher told us, he's like, if you guys ever need money, he's like, do not tell your other teachers I'm telling you this. If you are broke and you need money, learn how to count cards. If you don't like to gamble, go to Vegas. Get banned from every casino, you'll make at least $50,000. And he's like, I don't know how it is now. They might be better at it, but this was like in the early 2000s.
Wow.
They have AI now. They
Yeah, that was
detect your
wild.
intentions before
That's
you even
insane.
Yeah,
walk
they do
in.
actually.
Yeah, they can tell now.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
they're-
it's so slimy, but like put me in front of a blackjack table and I'm not leaving. Like I'm fucking
Oh, I
out.
love blackjack.
Dude, Sam, I actually love blackjack.
So much fun, dude.
Whiskey, you're like a degenerate. What the fuck? You're
What do you mean?
You're
God,
like
the one
have dreams
that
about
Banjo's going
gambling.
for
Oh, I love
blood.
blackjack. I love blackjack. Yeah, I want to gamble. I want to gamble.
Dude, it's fun as hell. I know perfect count on like what to do on every hand.
Really? You're like into
wow.
blackjack then.
What-
Damn.
So-
Yeah.
so
dude, I
Whiskey-
made like $2,000
Oh my
last time I
God.
was in Vegas.
Oh
And then I
my
lost it all,
God.
but
So, Whiskey, surely you've played Bellatra, right?
yeah, I love Bellatra.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I need to try that.
I
Everyone says
love
it's
it.
really good.
Oh,
I really
yes,
need to try
so
that.
Once you play, you
I
can't
love
stop.
poker too. Texas Hold'em, dude, like all that, dude. I love that.
Card
shit.
games are fun. Like I have a good time
Mhm.
on those things. I just get, I don't know when to stop, and that's my problem. Like in
I
schedule
mean,
one,
that's everybody though. Like
No,
I
no,
mean,
that's true,
everybody.
in schedule one, I've played. I think if I stream schedule one for 3 hours, an hour and a half of that was me at Ride the Bus trying to get up to 10K as quick as possible. And it's so embarrassing. I like realize I'm like, wait, I'm live right now, and I'm just literally going hard as fucking Ride the Bus. I'm not even playing this damn game.
But it's
like
so
I'm just
fun though. It's legit so fun because
no,
like
it's
some of my-
addicting.
It's like I love like okay, so like first of all, I love blackjack. I just think it's fun as hell. But like I love when I go sit down at a table and then like some other people come up because like I think literally the last time I was in Vegas, I was at a table and then everybody else like went. They're like, hey, we're gonna go do slots or whatever. We're gonna go like kind of walk around because you know how it is like getting a full table of all your friends. It's like incredibly hard to do.
Yeah.
So I'm just like I'm gonna play some blackjack because I haven't played blackjack all weekend. I'm gonna do it. I sit down at the table, and apparently there's like this company like meeting there of like these like insanely like high profile engineers and shit. And this guy's like got his wife there. They all sit down. And they're like, "Oh, we don't know how to play blackjack. We're just here for conference."
Oh,
So I told every single person at the table exactly what to do with all their hands. And this lady's like, "Everybody, just listen to this guy. We're making so much money."
Oh my god,
Hold on,
dude!
come on.
Actually, I couldn't have rented some. Morally, I would have felt bad, but
It was
damn,
so
that's-
funny. And then it's like, "This table's hot."
Which
When is
table's
the
hot?
masterclass?
is
When's the
so
gambling
good.
masterclass happening?
The what?
The gambling masterclass.
When are we getting that?
Gambling
TBA.
tutorials, guys. Gambling tutorials.
Yeah. When's
Guys, how
the
to lose all your
Whiskey
money.
Dingo here.
when's the
And
casino
welcome
night
to my
stream?
masterclass.
That's so insane. Oh, God, I need to go gambling now. Fuck.
Yeah, let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling.
Let's go
I need a-
gambling. Oh,
I need a
damn it.
blo-
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I need a
Dang it.
blunt in a
Oh, dang
fucking
it.
in a casino right now. I'm gonna have a grand old time, bro. Someone get me out there. Valet the car.
We are going over time here now. So we're gonna start wrapping up. So
All right, all right.
one thing like this has been a crazy episode. I feel
bad,
like
my
there are
bad,
still
yo.
so many stories we need to hear. So possibly even a part 2 to just get them all out. 'Cause-
Stay tuned, guys.
yeah,
Stay
I love this episode so much.
I'm glad it wasn't too far. I always have a scare I'm gonna take it too far.
No,
You
dude.
know what? You inspiring me to share my pissing in the sink story. So I
Oh, no, you
glad
can
I
actually
really
keep that
open
one.
open that can of worms for you.
Yeah. That's.
I don't care.
Okay. Yeah.
Nothing
Okay.
can hurt
Yeah. Chat. If you guys learned one thing from this episode, just don't give a fuck.
I
We
peed in
talked
the
about-
sink.
And if you
We
learn
talked
2
about-
things from this episode, wash your hands after going to the bathroom.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, we talked about piss,
use stop
gambling, and not
signs.
giving a fuck. So what a night, dude. Hey, the stop sign thing, y'all. I'm a
Yeah.
good driver. I
Use
swear.
stop
I'm a pretty good
signs.
driver.
So chat to everyone here, if you haven't already, go follow ReefRuff. To all our audio listeners, that is ReefRuff.
I like how you say audio listeners like they can't like understand words.
Dude, sometimes words are hard to
Hey,
to spell
ReefRuff,
out.
you could
Hey,
you could
rough,
spell differently.
rough and rough.
Yeah.
They're the
Twitch.tv
same word.
slash-
Yeah.
What
I'm
is
just-
it? Twitch.tv/ is it ReefRuff?
Yeah, it's just ReefRuff. I
shouted
can't
it
get the
out.
OG Reef.
So yeah, chat. Thank you guys so much
Guys,
for listening.
Wait,
Yeah?
wait.
What?
Guys, BARQ just became a nonprofit, and we are 3K away from 250,000 users. If you guys love what BARQ does, tell all your friends. And when we get 250,000 users, we're gonna do some crazy stuff this summer. Stay tuned for that. There's gonna be some crazy celebrations this summer.
Nonprofit
Okay.
era. That's so cunty.
Awesome.
I'm not gonna say cute this time because I got bullied for it.
For what?
You got bullied for it.
I called it cute, and they're like, cute. And I was like, it's cute.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I will just to anyone who's coming in just now, you can watch this on YouTube and Spotify. It'll be out by tomorrow. So if you want to watch the first episode and you didn't, it'll be there.
Guys, make sure to tag Lil Nas X. We gotta get Lil Nas X.
Dude, my friend went to high school with him, so actually they're mutuals.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, well,
My friend went to high school with Taylor
let's move
Swift.
on.
Damn. Okay, whoa.
Damn.
Guys, we're dropping so many bombs right at the end here.
Okay, we're teasing for part 2, maybe. Let's
Chat.
Um,
Whiskey, Reef, thank you guys so much for coming on. Reef, it was a pleasure to have you as a guest.
Thanks for having
and
me.
Whiskey,
Thanks
thank
for
you for
having
coming
me.
on again.
of course, it was a lot of fun.
Maybe even a part 2 of this. Like I feel like there
God.
is so many untold stories that.
Yeah, I definitely held back a lot because you know, obviously this is Reef's episode.
Oh
but
no, was you gonna tapped in?
if you get me and Reef again, dude,
Tag team episode. That yeah.
Yeah, we can go. We
All
can
right,
go crazy
heard,
with it.
heard. Chat. We're gonna go raid Andre Morath. Doing some art right now. So go into his stream.
What's the raid message?
Oh, just start barking. Just start barking. You guys know.
With a Q, right?
Barking,
Bark
bark
with the
for
Q.
subs.
Yeah.
barking.
All right. And chat. With that being said, we're gonna roll the credits, and we will see you guys next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye 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 bye.